What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the SNG Reunion show. I am Scotty. That's Greg.
What up, y'all?
Marco.
What up?
And Big Sizzler himself flipping the burgers, Mr. Jared Rogers.
How's it going?
How the fuck you keep all that beard hair out of that food, man?
Really easily.
You wear one of them hairnets on your chin?
Mm-mm. With proper grooming and proper products in the beard, it doesn't fall, like your hairs don't just like
Fuck, we went
fall out.
gay really,
It's
really
only
quick.
if you're like, you know,
That
you don't
was
take care of your shit.
gay
Does your hair
super
just like
quick.
decide to jump off your face?
We're also joined by a host of other motherfuckers. Ralph's over here behind me. Some lady named Karen's in the corner. She's been acting her name. Kenya's over there with somebody else whose name I don't fucking know. And we got Mr. Jamin Perkins floating around somewhere in the background doing videography stuff.
Damn near just gave himself a concussion on that metal pole.
Which one? I just said like 3-4 people.
I've seen that happen.
The last person.
The last one.
The one that banged his fucking dome on the pole.
There's a fucking TV in front of me, Marco. I can't see shit.
He was on camera, motherfucker!
See?
I'm already done with you fucks. It's been 1 minute and 45 seconds.
And he
Welcome
wasn't
back.
on camera because Jared's, beard and head was in the way.
Dude, show the world the double face.
Oh, yeah.
Show
I guess we got to redo
Right
it.
now.
We got to do it again. We got to. Oh, we got to. Yeah, we're like Canadians on South Park. Completely irrelevant and not the point.
It happens.
Yeah, I do.
It do. That it do.
So how the fuck everybody been? I ain't seen all y'all people in there. Feel like
Living the dream.
You still
Fuck, man, my shit's been going fucking like off.
Hey.
Well, tell us all about it.
Yeah.
Jared.
Okay. I mean, seriously, like, you know, I'm still going through a lot of shit, but like, dude, I don't know, man. Just a whole lot of fucking punk from a lot of bullshit and just putting my nose to the grindstone and fucking doing the proper things that I'm supposed to do has produced a whole lot of happiness and a whole lot of things in the right direction.
Fucking A, Trump 2024.
Guess I managed to do it even with this dickhead as president. I did it. I mean, like,
That's perseverance right there.
that's it.
That's fucking skill and hard work
You know,
to do it in this economy.
my wife bought a house.
I
like,
can't- hold
on
on.
her own.
I
Like,
can't-
well,
I-
that's what I'm saying. People say
I-
you want to talk about the
Hold
economy,
up.
but
Time out. I can't see the timer. What's that?
331.
That's how long it took for Marco to bring up Trump.
Well,
All
that's
right,
because
new
we
record.
all know that Mark
You made
New
it
record.
gay in the first fucking sentence of this show.
gay is up. Yeah, but everybody knows that all of us are gay, including you, Mr. fucking Elf.
You like that?
I do. I do.
Right? Like, you don't even own real clothes anymore.
No, he
dude.
doesn't. It's just costume character
It's
costumes.
just fucking onesies and costumes.
That's
Yeah,
all he.
you're not lying.
Right.
All you need.
I performed so
Right, but we're all gay. But
You should see
motherfucker over
Right.
here can't wear
You
pants.
should see him on laundry day wearing his Fred Flintstone outfit.
Dude, I walked into the store dressed as a Grinch, dude, at Dollar General. The fucking cashier come around. Who was the dude? I
He
got
said, "Take the money."
Grinch.
He said, "Take the money."
Yeah, it's been wild. I've been performing a lot, so I mean, every day it's a different. Dude, I got so many costumes. I couldn't find a clean pair of jeans, and I went out and bought 6 new onesies.
Dude, you're one hotel convention
Listen.
center away from being a furry.
I'm just one partner away from.
Right, I was about to say, yo,
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's like, yeah. I'm just one chick showing me 1 or 2 things away from being a fucking
Right.
That's
furry.
it.
Right? Yeah. All he needs is the mascot head.
I
and he's
need
good.
a girl with a butt flap.
A girl with a butt flap.
Just bend her over.
Just fucking hand rich fucking one of your fucking outfits. Done.
No, it's gotta be somebody gotta have their own. It's not the same if they're wearing yours.
Yeah, the excitement's already. You've already worn it.
Man.
I kind of agree with that.
Well.
Not as dirty. You get to soil somebody else's onesie.
Well, we all know yours are just ultimately soiled.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Ah, dude, you don't feel the most American I've ever felt was blowjob while I was dressed in an American Eagle onesie. That's America right there.
Yeah, no.
Wings out and everything.
Okay.
Fuck
Has
y'all.
anybody seen any good movies lately?
Fuck no. Bro, I don't know. Dude, I don't watch anything but cartoons, to be fucking honest with you.
At least, are they good cartoons?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Well,
I watch all the good.
that is a subjective question.
Correct, but yeah, I watch all the good.
There's tentacles and little Japanese
No,
shit.
no.
And that's not a good cartoon.
No.
That's called anime.
Yeah,
The cartoon.
I don't
Actually-
watch I like a little bit of anime,
it's
but
called hentai.
and
Anyhow.
his is hentai. What I watch, there's some anime I get into. I'm not huge into anime, but like, dude, all the old Nickelodeon cartoons. Listen, man, I explained it to a cat at work the other day because like they're talking about all these fucking like movies and shit, and I'm like, they're like, have you seen this? Have you seen that? You watch this show? You watch that show? I'm like, no. They're like, why not? I'm like, because I lived it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to watch another violent show. You have no idea how violent my life was. I don't need to watch Breaking Bad. You have no idea how much dope I slung and how much fucking crack I cooked back in the day. Like, you got no clue, and you got no clue what it did to me. I don't watch that shit.
I don't
You know what I watch?
Mamba.
You know what I watch? I watch, oh, dude, I've been watching, I just rewatched all 3 seasons of Kung Fu Panda.
There you go. Did Jack Black do the voice for the
Yeah,
show?
he did for the cartoon too. Yeah, for the series too.
Okay.
I'm
Greg,
halfway
goddammit,
through-
look up.
I'm halfway through Sanjay and Craig again. A dude and a snake. A kid has a pet snake that talks.
Nope.
Oh, it's a great show. I love it. It's ridiculously stupid.
Yeah, your kids are younger than mine.
Some of them.
Well, yeah, you got a point. What?
Yeah.
We got a couple that match.
Tomorrow afternoon, I'm sitting through a 2-hour
I feel like
master's
this is gonna be the
graduation ceremony for my
conversation
oldest.
at the
So
nursing
Yeah, right.
yeah, mine range. I have a 10-year span between my oldest and my youngest.
It took you a long time to figure out. When I blow a load in there, it comes out.
Well, I mean, remember, you got to remember, dude. We were part of a.
I know sex education wasn't a thing.
We were part of a
when
cult
you
for
were
a long
fucking a
time.
kid. I understand.
You know, no. When Marco, you came in at the wrong part of that conversation. No, he only heard when you were fucking a kid and took that totally the wrong way. Context is everything, people.
He only made that noise because he got aroused a little bit.
Yeah. Oh boy, here he goes. What's he touching now?
Well, I
Other
was gonna
stuff.
aim it down, but no, I'm not. That did not.
Marco, we've already done a show with your balls out. We don't need to do another one.
There's Kenya. Oh, say hi. How pretty.
Yay.
Yeah, we had to change it up from that gay ass conversation. Jesus Christ.
No, we weren't talking about Jesus Christ. We were talking about cartoons, Marco. Get it fucking straight.
Comic
God
books,
bless you.
cartoons, whatever, same shit.
No.
They're completely different.
No, one's entertaining. One is more bigoted.
Only if bigots use it to find bigotry.
that's
Exactly, because you never hear about the Christians who don't talk shit.
Right. You don't hear about the ones that are actually out there doing God's work.
The good ones.
Right. Nobody, because nobody can bitch about them.
Exactly.
They do exist.
Nobody has
folks.
a problem with those ones.
No.
It's just the ones out there justifying shit with the book that
Right.
we
Look,
hear about and hate.
All religions have extremists,
Exactly.
and all extremists are stupid.
And they're
Yeah,
all
Loden.
and they're all really loud.
If you really look at every single basic major religion, especially the Abrahamic religions,
Yep.
and you compare their religious doctrines and their books, everything is literally fucking identical.
Yep.
It's literally like in most religions, even all the different offshoots.
No, I got something the contrary to that. Me and Scotty were talking about it earlier. Scotty recited
What?
the Odin.
Oh, yeah.
They're not an Abrahamic religion.
They are not.
So I specifically said Abrahamic religion.
He did. He's got you trumped there.
I don't give a fuck. I still like to.
He's like, I don't give a fuck about facts.
No.
I'm Marco.
I wasn't even saying.
Jesus
Fuck your facts.
Jesus promised us eternal life in paradise. I have yet to see paradise. Odin promised us no ice giants. I don't see any fucking ice giants.
Skull. Jesus said it was after you die. You ain't dead yet, motherfucker.
Are
How
you
you
sure about
know?
that? Are you sure?
I've been
This
dead
could
inside
be
for
hell.
years.
I doubt it. From the descriptions of most major religions that believe in a hell, they all concur on a few things, and this doesn't really line up for it.
Yeah, you got me there. I don't know.
Oh,
Here's my take on the big religion thing. Most of all of the major religions, even the ones that find a way to have more than one actual God, if you look at even a lot of Christianity, there's a big debate on the oneness of God or the Trinity of God, and are they three separate things? Are they one thing? This, that, blah, blah, blah. It's a whole bunch of people that had an experience, right? They had an experience with a God, and they just trying to find a way to make it make sense in their own fucking brain. So that's why there's Pentecostals. That's why there's Catholics. Well, I don't want to bring that up because that's a complete bastardization of almost anything biblical at all.
I think what we could take from most of Abrahamic religions is that at some point somebody wrote all this shit down and did it to the point where they benefited themselves.
Well, sure, but bro, that happens in the Constitution. We've amended it to make it make sense for people that like
fuck
couldn't
people who
survive
don't
the other
like
way.
bacon.
Politicians have made that their little
Simple
same
that
thing.
fuck people
It
don't
happened,
like bacon.
that happened no matter what. Throughout
Yeah.
the history of time, man has found a way to pervert good and virtuous things to fit his own narrative, to assert more dominance and control over other men.
Because at the end
It's
of
all-
the,
it's
at the end of the
human
day,
nature.
it all boils down to the golden rule and don't be a cunt.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That like all these different religions, if you look at them, there's so many similarities, and the reason it is because in different parts of the world and wherever we had different experiences, and that's just how people explained the phenomenon of a god.
All the Abrahamic religions came from the same.
I'm opening this up to, like I said, I'm opening this up to others where there's more than one, like even one, there's more than one deity. Like you look at a lot of those, there are a lot of similarities. Even though you look in the Bible and it says there's only one God, but even amongst Christians they sit there and argue over the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost. Are they three separate or are they one entity?
Yeah.
So like here's three different gods, even though you're saying it's one. There's so many similarities that it's literally just different peoples with different experiences going.
This is why I quit reading comic books.
How can I make sense of what this Marco, but you call it a different God, but it's saying it's the same thing. You're just wrapping your head around it with the explanation of the Anunnaki or whatever the fuck you want to make it make sense to your own goddamn head.
The Sumerian text, the oldest writings in the world.
Oldest doesn't mean it's the most accurate or correct. That could still just been some dude going, you know what? I'm gonna fuck everybody over, and I'm gonna write this down so that it's my way.
You're based.
It doesn't. Okay, so he chiseled it out, motherfucker. It still could have been some fucking narcissistic son of a bitch.
Well, no,
They just wanted to create something to push, and there's that fucking thing. And I'm saying, if you look at so many of these things,
and we can look at every religious writing and say that. So it's kind of
exactly.
all shit at the end of the day.
Right, but you look at it and you look at the things that were all translated.
My turd is just over.
Almost identical or translated so similarly, even amongst different people pushing different agendas. All of those things that are the same have to carry some bit of truth with them.
Yeah, don't be a cunt.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
Yeah.
But they're at the end of the day, they're the same. And
I concur.
And we're still fighting
still
the war.
killing each other.
Right, over it. We're still killing each other over this shit. Because people have used religion as a means to annihilate races, not actual religions.
No.
Yeah. Go back and look at history.
Well, that and and then you can look at all the historical texts about how Caesar moved shit around for all the Christians to make it line up better
Caesar, bro.
To make it line up with the pagans to maybe get them on
What
board.
do you think the Council of Nicaea did?
Same shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Most people fucking, I don't get why people still Jesus. His name wasn't Jesus. That was the name that the fucking.
No, but that was the translation of the name, bro. Because you can't say his name.
The reason why they chose Jesus is because it was the most androgynous name. It wasn't quite female and it wasn't quite male, and they were adding deities together from each and every religion to come up with this one religion under Constantine.
Was that about the time that they moved his birthday from the middle of summer to winter?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Man, his name was Emmanuel. The true deity that the story of Jesus come from. His name is Emmanuel. And I could never understand that because in our Catholic Church in Puerto Rican. You know, some of the songs had Emmanuel in there, Hail Emmanuel.
Excuse
I'm like,
me, sir.
who the fuck is Emmanuel?
The Catholic Church is just Christianity with extra cardio.
Well, a lot of cardio.
Stand, kneel.
Stand, good amount of paleo.
That's all of them.
All. I think some have more than others.
There's still levels of all of them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
At some point, a man who was supposed to be the pillar of the community decided, I'm going to touch a kid.
Well, then, I mean, if you're going to group it that way, then that means every Walmart, you know, every place of employment, every place you go in public has pedophiles.
You're right.
They do.
Right. You're right.
So it's an epidemic.
It's only an epidemic because those in power allow it to stay that way. Because those in power, because the rest,
those in power like touching kids.
Correct, because the rest of normal society you can agree on a few things. You don't even need like the God's rules. Thou shalt not kill. You don't fuck kids. There's a couple of things everybody common sense can agree on, and we don't need laws or police to enforce that because the community itself can gather around and say.
But at the same,
you gotta make the black folks nervous.
But at the same time, we could take some of that thing and get it thrown out the window. Because like thou shalt not kill goes out the window when you touch a kid.
Well, I don't disagree with you there.
Yeah, find the highest branch. That's where you're going.
Later.
That's too nice. That's too nice.
Well, whatever happens to them before we get to the tree is what it is.
Obviously, I ain't never sat down and thought up creative ways to actually kill somebody, have you? Because you just want to grab a rope.
No. Like I said, what happens before we get to the rope is one thing. They might even be dead when we hang them from the tree. That's just the message. That body in the tree is just a message of, hey, don't do this.
Hanging them like pirates in the bay.
Bingo.
Don't do this.
You know, I it's a controversial opinion, but like if we had public lashings and executions again, a lot of horrible shit might stop.
And I don't disagree with you. It's just the problem is who retains the power to do that. Because once you give the power to the government, they can abuse it and use it for whoever and whatever they deem fit.
It's the 9 most useless and terrifying words ever uttered. I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Yeah, right. Bro, we all saw that house in Virginia.
Yeah, I didn't even get the full story.
Okay, they were going to raid that. They were going to raid that motherfucker, and he was like, "Not today."
I know he was shooting flares for like 12 hours.
Yeah, but he fucking cut a gas line. In his house, like intentionally.
See, I was wondering if he did that on purpose.
Yeah.
I just saw it go
kaboom. He did it right before they were going to come in the door. He filled that place with gas and just waited. And when he heard
Blair number 4,837.
Yup.
Yeah, because I knew he was getting raided.
And I think there were some explosives and shit in the house.
Oh, there definitely was.
You saw the shit. Yeah, you saw all the shit going off, man. It was fucking gorgeous.
See, the story that I got was totally different.
Of course it was. Your stories are never the same as ours.
His sometimes are a little more interesting.
From on the whole first news briefs or whatever, he fired like 5 flares. And they weren't up the road; they were just in the air. Supposedly, and he blew these flares off. And when the police got there, nobody said in the first reports. Nobody said anything about a warrant or anything. They just said that neighbors called in. There was a person with guns or whatever, and they fucking battle ran through the house. Then it came out later on that supposedly they were supposed to be serving a warrant. And being like we looked into it and stuff, and the way the house was and as old as the house and everything, putting the 2 stories together, that man didn't blow that house up. That fucking big ass tank that they uselessly bashed through the front of the house with, could have hit a gas line.
I saw no tank in the video.
Well, even with that tank, here's the thing though, something still has to ignite that gas line.
Right. Well, when you go through the fucking thing and if the gas line was up front, and this is all.
And I'm also going to tell you, in most situations, even in an emergency raid, the first thing law enforcement does is they shut off your utilities.
Yep.
Was West Virginia, man.
It's like, dude, look, because where I work in Poland, and we get cops that roll in a lot.
So it was easy. They could have just went to the neighbor's house and turned it off.
So we have cops that hit our parking lot a lot, and there were 2 polo cops, U.S. Marshals, and something else, and they hit the parking lot, and everybody was looking around. They're like, "What the fuck?" I said, "Hold on a second," and I ran and I opened the back door. I was like, "Oh, they're just coming in for food. They ain't here for nobody." They were like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, they'd be 15 of them out back, 3 of them out front if they were here for
Yeah,
somebody."
right. Like, yeah, they'd have the lights going in the front. You wouldn't even know about the fucking back.
They're just here to eat. But yeah, man, no, they trust me. Trust me. Before they get something like that tank going, they cut your utilities.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even in West Virginia, bro.
Yeah.
It was a very odd situation.
It was a very odd situation, and I've heard a lot of conflicting reports. But one thing I can tell you is the way that thing went up.
It wasn't hitting the gas line, the tank.
It couldn't. No, I don't think so. I don't believe that for 1 second. But the other thing is, even if it wasn't him intentionally rigging a gas line and purposely blowing up that gas line, that dude was not going anywhere. He took advantage of a situation, and he knew he had other explosives in the house,
Yeah.
and he said, "Motherfuck this."
Well, just the size of the explosion in and of itself.
Or they
indicates
were
that
dumb
that
enough to fire someone once they got
well,
inside.
just the size of the explosion in and of itself means that gas line had been open for a minute.
Long minute.
So it wasn't no battering ram. 30 seconds later, people go inside the
Because
hole, and then
seriously,
kaboom.
you have to have a build up of
Yeah.
gas to get an explosion like that, dog. With a leaking line, usually what happens with a leaking line is you'll get a flame that shoots out for about 30 seconds, and then it goes and sucks back up the pipe.
And then the pipe goes up, and the whole neighborhood explodes. Because we saw that. We saw that in Baltimore.
Unless it's a main line or something with a higher pressure that'll keep it blowing.
No, I've seen a big line break right by where I used to work.
Well, that's different. When they're big, well, it depends on their volume. It honestly depends on the volume.
Yeah.
It depends on the volume, not the size of the pipe.
It was
Not
a
all the
big
time
one
does
next
that
to the
mean it's
railroad
more or
track.
less volume.
It'll give
It
you
was a big
air
ass
gas ratio and
Right. I used to remember we out in the oil field. Most companies have somebody who's at least
Nah. This is
well oil certified.
this is
So
a-
when those things kick,
This is
like
a
they
young
just
town,
you-
and some
Oh, yeah.
fucking one of them companies decided they were gonna dig without fucking knowing where the
Yep.
fuck they were digging.
I've seen it.
And then,
Yep.
dude, I was working in the fence company, and
a lot of
I
them
watched it
have
happen. Like
pressure
you just hear,
regulators on 'em.
boom.
The pressure opens up, it regulates kicking
Yeah.
back in the line.
There's a lot of places like that. There's a lot of
This thing dumped gas for a minute. We were all
Yeah.
told to shut down, evacuate, fucking
Sure.
go. Yeah.
out of an abundance of safety.
Yep. You were also in
I
the
hate that term so much.
abundance of safety.
Out of an abundance of safety, or
Yeah.
out of an abundance of caution, we're going to fuck you over. Again.
Well, I gotta know, was there any reports of injury or death rate?
Yeah, that dude's fucking dead.
From the explosion in Virginia, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that fucker's gone.
So at least one we know about.
I don't know an exact toll on that.
Right.
Wow. That was harsh.
And if he ain't gone, that was a hell of a magic trick.
Bro, sitting there just
Yeah,
he's in
yeah, I would have
he's
to
in
admit
his-
that.
he's all covered up in Vaseline and sitting in his racing suit, just lighting shit on fire around the house.
He had a tunnel out the back. At the back. He just ran down the tunnel, shot a flare back in
I
the
was
house.
gonna say, his flare gun, he just took off a little bit and lobbed the flare up that motherfucker.
Thank you, Trixie. Who the fuck is Trixie?
I have no idea. I
Probably
appreciate
my son.
Oh,
I think it's one of his accounts. You know how kids have a bunch of
hey,
accounts these
nothing
days.
wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. No judgments. No
All right.
judgments. Nothing wrong with it.
Hey, he's got to live with it. He chose it. Fuck it.
You got me there.
We see the example. You know.
Listen, I'm going to tell you like I told everybody at work. I never had a suck dick for cocaine because I could rob drugs. I was
Yeah.
big enough to rob drug dealers. I never had
Hey,
to actually suck
some
dick.
people just do it for love of the game. There.
Okay, yeah, but I'm not you, Scott. I don't have that kind of passion for it.
We're not talking about you. We're not talking about Scott. We're talking about someone who shall not be named.
But you said look at the example. And the example here is I ain't no tricks and nothing.
Still the rapid tricks are for kids. Is
No.
it? Hey, has anybody actually? It's your whiff.
Somebody with.
Oh, she's on his account though.
There you go. So, has anybody actually asked any of the children if tricks actually look like they used to when we were kids, and we just can't see it anymore?
No, they.
Oh man,
When I was a kid, they were just balls. balls.
They were shapes when I was a kid.
They were balls.
I'm a little older than you.
Yeah, we had balls.
They didn't get shapes until after I was a kid.
We got the balls, dude.
All we had was colored balls.
Yeah. And that's
Kind of racist, Jim.
And they came out with the shapes were like a limited time thing.
Like my entire childhood.
No, but like for a hot
Probably.
second, and then they just never went back.
Mm.
now, Karen, you gonna just walk right in front
Of course she is.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, she's got to go speak to the manager, and he's over there.
And she stepped on my foot, fucker.
And stay out.
Wow, you guys are so mean. What the fuck is wrong with
Have
you
you
guys?
fucking met us before?
Calling Charles, man.
I believe this did put it best. Finley, bitch.
I mean,
What is the juggalo? I don't know.
He's a Hulkamaniac. They tell you. Like, I don't know why it's such a hard question.
Yeah, they actually describe it for you
Yeah.
in great detail.
They say, what is a juggalo? They a Hulkamaniac. He power bombs motherfuckers in the thumbtacks. Like they just lay it all out right there.
Step by step.
People just keep asking.
Fucking love you.
I still want to know fucking how magnets work.
Kid didn't sign out the dipshit.
You'll have that.
So what you need to do with that, Joyce, is you just need to fuck that algorithm up.
Gay porn.
It's YouTube.
It's on there.
Gender fluid tutorials.
Gender fluid tutorial.
You know what's fucked up? On YouTube and on Pornhub, those are two completely different videos.
Yeah.
None of them the worst. None of them the worst.
One of them teaches you about hairstyles and fashion.
No.
The other one is
No.
jerk off porn.
Where do you think I got fucking the anus E. coli fucking thing? The food poisoning thing.
Probably from the same exact
You
place that you
do.
get all the other random horse shit you send us that we don't
do.
watch.
I know, right?
Scotty, you gotta check this out.
No,
He sends me a
fuck, I don't.
3.5-hour video. Like I got that kind of attention span.
First of all, even if I had the time, I don't know when I have 3.5 hours in a row where I'm not actually doing something, most likely for somebody else. And then even if I do, why do you think I watch nothing but cartoons? I have a 22-minute.
They're fucking entertaining.
Not only that, I have a 22-minute attention span.
Yeah.
I figured it out. 22 minutes is the max. In between episodes, I can go get a drink or a snack, come back, and it's the same characters I know and love, but a completely different topic.
Right.
Oh, I'm just so tired.
They're speaking lyrics. They're not even singing.
Do you know what I'm having? Because even though I have to live in a world that
Well, explain.
I
Juggalo
don't-
very well in that.
I don't- oh, I can enunciate. I'm fucking.
Right.
old.
Oh yeah. We're
I need an AARP card because I can fucking enunciate my words.
That's that and because you have an attention span of a squirrel.
That doesn't
That's
have
because
anything
we
to
all
do with
have
it.
ADD.
Thank you.
You have dementia. Once you get past a certain age, it ain't ADD no more.
No, I can remember what I did yesterday. I can remember what I did the day before. I can remember what I did this morning.
You think you do? It'd all be happening in your head right now.
No, because I would end it if it was.
Right.
This would be over if it was just in my head.
It's gonna be an each.
But
Any one of us could be sitting in the bedroom trolling right
if
now.
I ever get all dementia and whatnot, I've already just said, point me at the fucking woods and just be like, no, it's over there. Oh, okay. Well, off I go. Let the fucking coyotes take me out.
5 years later, Scotty's in a fucking
Coyote head for a
living
living.
off the land.
Right?
His beard looks like mine.
I just show up carrying a dead body at some random birthday party at the park and slam it on the ground and go, poacher, and just walk back into the woods. It's like, what the fuck is that? I have no idea. He just comes out with dead people every once in a
That's
while.
old man
and we
Scotty.
can't find him.
That's the old man
We
Scotty.
tracked him down one time to a house and it fucking blew up. It was crazy.
Worse than a Sasquatch.
Oh, all we saw was a flare and boom.
Bro, you could just survive up and down the Appalachian Trail like that.
Yeah. Just wiping out poachers and eating them.
Really, you could.
Yeah.
Or you can just eat poached eggs. You know, just
How
go
do you
to a
not poach
diner,
eggs in the woods?
Go
Explain
down.
it to me. Poaching eggs in the woods.
Yo,
Explain it to me.
Explain that shit.
It's
Where
hard.
do I go
It's hard to do on my stove.
I get the concept of free range chickens, but
It gets you some eggs.
get you some eggs.
I was getting some eggs. Getting some eggs. I was getting some
And
eggs.
besides, people can't taste that
Fucking
bad.
pioneers did it.
Well,
Listen, I've told the story before. And I was actually reminded about it. My wife reminded one of my kids about it.
this is a subject I'm actually very interested in. So yes, let's talk about it.
No,
cannibalism,
I was,
yes.
yeah, I was in the Carpenters Union back during the time when there was a serial killer in Baltimore that had a hamburger cart. The authorities discovered that he ground up his victims and put them in their patties and sold them in the burgers. Now he mixed
Actually-
it with beef.
I heard a podcast about this, and his
And-
business went up when he started doing
He
it.
did. It did. I worked at a building less than a block away.
You ate that burger.
3 times a week. I was the apprentice. 3 times a week, everybody give me their money and send me down to get sacks of fucking burgers for lunch.
From him.
From him.
Yep, you ate people.
I ate people's.
Yep.
Had no clue. His burgers were, I mean,
Hey,
we ate it 3 times a week. I don't remember them, but they must be good.
Weird.
every time they've ever asked people who were legitimate cannibals what humans taste like, they always say pork.
At least they don't say it tastes like chicken. Everything else
Like
tastes
bacon.
like chicken.
But yeah, if everything tastes like chicken, what does chicken actually taste like?
Yeah, no shit.
Everything.
But if if Scotty, if I find out you taste like bacon,
Fuck, let's cut a chunk off. Like,
yeah,
but
Right. Fuck, like you taste like bacon.
according to
I don't see how we would taste
according
like
to
pork,
Jeffrey
though.
Dahmer, tattoos taste bad.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, if you're taking,
I've put myself enough in my life. Thank
if
you
you're
very
just
much.
grinding it up, bro.
Well,
if
yeah,
you're
it's just
adding it to
sausage,
grind,
man.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
No, I'm talking about like I want to
That's-
get me a chunk of thigh.
You want like a backstrap?
No, I want a no. I want a quad.
He's like, I want a claw.
I want a quad.
That's like a roast kind of meat, though. You got
Yeah, you gotta simmer that shit.
Yeah, that's not a
Yeah,
quick
you
meat.
gotta-
That's not a steak. Remember, our legs do a lot of work. That's
got-
going to be a tough
It's
muscle.
gonna be a
Yeah.
brick.
You got to think just about what like a cow.
You gotta get like a lower
Same-
back.
It's the same. All
lower
we need is
back
muscle. It's
Lower
people
back
muscle.
does a lot of work too because
Lower
nobody
back
lifts
does
with their
a
legs.
ton of work.
Yeah, because nobody lifts with their legs. So we need like shoulder blade.
That would be like
Or
think of the
titty.
same. Yeah.
Titty muscle.
Well, it depends though. You need a little bit of muscle, but there's a lot of fat there too, and I don't think the marbling would be too good on a fucking.
Well, I'm making bacon.
I don't know though. We haven't peeled somebody else.
Shut up, Marco. You're over there with enough fat to look like fucking A5 Wagyu.
Ain't that the pot called the kettle black? Your shirt is just baggier.
I weigh 155 pounds.
I got you by fucking 10 pounds.
Yep, and it's all fat.
And you're both badasses.
Shut up, skinny bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
You're all fur.
It's all right. That's no way less than you.
You're all fur and electronics.
Uh-huh.
Looks like a treasure troll when he's on his bike going down the street.
Oh, it's that
The afro.
His afro just
Oh, it's that you got a little happy trail going on there. There's some bunnies in that. That what's in there? No, he's like a biker. Just
but it's coming off his ass. Like
Right. Hey,
Yeah.
it's like an air dam. Keeps him on the ground at high speeds.
stabilizes it so he can't just
You can watch it when he makes tight turns. It's like a cattail.
I've watched it evolve over the years.
See, Greg, we was leaving you alone until you actually opened your fucking mouth.
That's why he's always like this,
All right, so
so we don't fuck with him.
I got a question.
What?
Are we taking breaks during
No.
this shit or no?
Nope. You're the one who ruined it by not letting us smoke inside, so now we all have to suffer.
Oh no, you can suck a dick on that. I don't smoke, so I don't get no fuck.
That's why I knew that comment was horse shit.
Right?
All right, so I'll disappear here in a few minutes.
Nope. Bitch, you're part of this shit. You staying.
Right, dude. You can't make the rules and then pitch out.
This is it. This is the SNG.
Right? We've been
Right.
spending.
There's, if
We've
there's
been
two
smoking in this basement for fucking 15
there's two
years.
motherfuckers
Now
that
all
don't
of
have
a
to
sudden,
be here. It's these two motherfuckers right here. Our names ain't in this shit.
Go over there and start pressing buttons. Fuck it all up.
I got this. He's on the ones and twos.
He's
I'm
like,
on.
no, I'm back. I got it all set. I'm back.
Yeah.
Because I know Jared would walk over and just start punching the board.
Right.
Right,
I rubbed my balls on it.
Uh,
I
shit.
thought I just cleaned this fucking board. Why is it sticky?
I don't like it.
oh, this pubes or beard? Oh, fuck.
The world will never know.
Never know.
That's a game I like to play at home.
Is that pube or beard?
Does it smell like
Leave one.
burgers?
You just leave one. You just leave one in the bathroom sink. Just let them guess.
Sniff it.
Now it don't even matter if it's a gray one or not.
See, if it's the beard hair, though, you got to take it out and give it one of these. Get it all curled up. So it's
Well, most of the time, actually, I gotta break a section off because none of my junk hairs are that long.
Well, Tiny Elvis ain't got sideburns no more?
No. Got some nice mutton chop.
The king needs sideburns.
The
Gary.
king needs sideburns.
No.
Fat Elvis was my favorite thing ever. He was just all pilled the fuck out, 300 pounds.
Man, that's what my
Shooting
taco's like
TVs
right
instead
now.
of getting up and turning them off.
Just because the other team scored.
No, literally, there was a dump pile out behind Graceland.
Yeah, for
They-
TVs.
right,
Because he would
just-
get mad because his football team didn't win.
It was also sitting towards it. He just had to get up and turn it off. He would just fucking shoot
It's
it.
just fucked up because when he shot it when he was watching it, he would just yell for somebody to bring him another,
I know.
but he couldn't yell for that guy to come turn it off.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's good to be the king. You do whatever the fuck you want
And then you push so hard that you die.
on a shitter.
Yeah.
It's
God, could you
terrible.
imagine how hard he was pushing?
That's how paid he was.
Constipated, man.
All that pain pills and everything. You know how constipated he had to get?
Yeah, you eat a couple years worth of Vicodin to see if you don't shit a brick.
Bro, no doubt.
Fun story.
Be like shit
Fun-
my day.
Fun story about pain pills from another job. So he's clean sewers. All from a brand new fucking building, and this house is almost a mansion. So these cats got some money. They're an older couple. They're retired. And like when I say older couple, I don't mean like 70s, early 60s, you know. But right, like something's wrong with the pipe. Construction, something's wrong with the pipe. So I spend like 2 hours checking every water. I'm listening to clean out so I can hear the water hitting the fucking sewer outside. Like I'm fixing things. I'm doing a ton of shit. And I'm like, everything works perfectly in this fucking house. Tell me about how your poops are. And they went, well, we take really big shits. And I went, oh, okay. What do you eat? And they go, oh, a lot of red meat, a lot of a lot of fiber. We both have a lot of bad parts, so we're on massive quantities of pain medication. And I went, okay.
So they're
How-
eating meatloaf.
they're shitting footballs. And I went, there's your problem. Right?
Courtesy flush in the middle.
Right, you got it.
No, there is no courtesy flushes. I mean, they were telling me they're literally shitting turds.
One piece.
One huge shit. Brand new construction back in 2013.
They're using its toilets.
Low Allen. And I went, here's your problem. These are low flow toilets. You're shitting too big. You got to get something to break that up and everything will work out fine. They called the company 3 days later to fucking thank me because that shit worked.
You gotta
So
keep
they
it
did. They had.
next to the
Yeah.
You see it again soon, like,
They were. They literally.
pancake.
They look like
They
a
literally-
homeboy at Waffle House.
They explained to that poor lady in the office about, hey, tell that Scott thanks. Ever since we started chopping our massive turds up,
the money they could have got the fuck high flow toilets.
buy one.
Right, that's not the. Looks like manufacturers don't make them anymore.
No.
Oh, I got
The
old.
government,
Yeah.
yeah, you do.
I got old school.
Yeah.
The government did what the government does, just like
Yeah.
with all. Listen,
Like
you
the
remember?
shower heads.
Listen, you want to know why cars back in the day were badass cars and cars today fucking sucks?
Lit.
No.
Yes, it does, Joyce.
Manufacturers used to build cars based on what consumers wanted to buy.
Yep.
Ever since the government got involved with regulating miles per gallon and shit, and it's gotten worse since, especially with all these EV initiatives. The car manufacturers now build cars that the government tells them to build, not what the people want. Do you know that Ford, that all your domestic manufacturers, Dodge might be an exception still. I can't remember what they've done with their, but for a while, none of them produced a fucking car.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ford got rid of.
Yeah, GM was the last one to actually make a car for a while.
Right, they didn't make cars.
And they were
only
terrible.
small SUVs and crossovers, and then trucks because of how they could work around fuel regulation requirements using SUVs and crossovers instead of cars.
And then the actual,
people bitched and bitched and bitched and bitched.
And then the actual cars they did make were fucking garbage.
Well, they were EVs or they
no,
were.
like I mean, like the Cruise.
No. I mean, after the
Cruise
Cruise.
is
No, listen.
terrible.
Oh,
Look right now. Chevrolet does not make a fucking car. You can't buy an Impala. You can't buy a Malibu. They make the Camaro, and that's over in 2024. Other than that, it's SUVs and trucks. They do not exist anymore.
An SUV. That's
It's the
car
smallest,
they make.
and it's a crossover.
Yeah.
Isn't the Volt the Volt is
EV.
yeah. Those are all the
Subaru. Oh,
cars
I
they
was gonna
make.
say Subaru. That's Japanese.
Correct.
Actually,
Ford doesn't make a car either, except
It-
the Mustang.
in my
Dodge has been putting them out, but I think Dodge
Dodge stopped making.
Dodge is still making
Chargers and
cars.
Challengers,
They're not making the
They're-
Challenger anymore.
they're not. Oh wow.
They're
Or it's
making-
one of them. Wait,
No, I think they stopped making the Chargers.
I believe
Yeah.
they stopped making
Yeah.
the
They
Chargers.
still make
They
a
started
Challengers.
making those
And the Hellcat.
the little ones.
Well,
the
they're
Dart.
No, not the darts. They were making the darts.
Oh,
They still
Not
make
the Avengers.
the Avengers
Maybe,
and gone.
yeah, it's the new cop
But-
cars. It looks like a small fucking
Probably a small SUV
a
crossover.
small Charger.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like.
But it's all based on because they're playing for the government now. They're not basing it off of consumers. Like this is where we're at. This is where we're at in
Yeah.
everything.
My-
Products available to you in your liquor store. Depending on now, different states do different things different, and there are state controlled liquors and there are non-state controlled, like where you can buy liquor at grocery stores and gas stations.
Right.
You can buy full beer.
Ohio, Pennsylvania.
Well, no, like there's other states where like
No. Like Ohio, I can go to the gas station and buy
No,
beer. And in Pennsylvania, you have to go to the state liquor agency. to
correct,
just
but
buy
there's
beer.
states where you can buy liquor at Giant Eagle.
Yeah, you can do that here.
No, they don't have a liquor agency inside. Like every fucking grocery store has liquor, not the 40 proof shit like we have
Yeah.
here. Not the gas
Go to
station.
Giant Eagle. You can-
It's you go inside another contained area within that store, and that's the Ohio Liquor Board. It's a store inside
it's
a
there.
store.
It's not
Yeah.
just on the shelf.
Yeah.
Correct. That doesn't exist.
Okay.
You just walk into any fucking store
And
and
it's
buy
just
it.
on the shelf
Correct.
next to the condoms and the other poor decisions.
Correct. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right next to the gas station boner pills.
And then diapers.
Rhino.
And then diapers.
Yeah. But like Ohio, they even decide when the liquor stores are allowed to be open based on their area. They set your times.
Yeah.
They set what products and what sizes you're allowed on. So that's why like size I don't drink, so this is the closest thing I can. But like you could go to a jurisdiction and you can get a 750 milliliter bottle of a product on their shelf, but they're not allowed to carry the half one. But you can go a block or to another liquor store within the same county, within the same everything, but you can get the half-gallon bottle there.
Ralph has just pointed out to me that Chevy is coming back out in 2024 with Impalas and Malibus. Are they EVs?
Probably.
It's the only American manufacturer that still makes a sedan.
No, that is remaking a sedan. They
Yeah,
don't still make one because they quit.
there's not a 2022 or a 2023.
Correct.
Yeah, but they're coming back with 2024.
Right.
Well, they heard our conversation. And
No,
fuck,
because,
those guys are
because
right.
the consumers all went to fucking Toyota, Honda, Subaru. They went to all the competition and started buying the cars that the
And-
domestic manufacturers didn't
And guess
produce
what?
anymore.
We're still gonna buy the Japanese cars because
They're
they're
better.
better made.
Subaru right now probably the best made vehicle on the road.
Subaru's had the best car
Period.
in a long time.
I mean,
You are
it-
correct.
I mean, the second
You
you,
are
sit
correct.
down in one, you become a lesbian. But still,
That's okay.
I'm fine
It's
with
all
that.
right. It's all right. The thing
Already like pussy.
That thing
Fine.
will last
Right.
you fucking forever if you keep the maintenance.
I drove
going.
here in a Subaru today.
Yeah, Subarus are
Fucking awesome.
You
They are.
don't see very many Subarus in the junkyard.
Mine's there.
Those-
The old ones.
They're
Yeah,
accepted.
it was '02. Back when they didn't know how to fucking, put plastic in the fucking wheel wells to keep them from rotting.
I think Ralph's in trouble, and it's because I forgot to tell him he needs to come on.
Oh my God.
Oh, Karen
But-
calling.
But
She's
listen,
gonna call you
Ralph,
manager.
Ralph, look at you. Your brother's still getting you in trouble after all these years.
And it's
It's always Greg's fault.
Punch him in the face on the way.
Hit him.
all right. So listen,
What?
we're gonna take 15,
Why?
huh?
Why?
So I can smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Keep it going.
I'm feeling it. You can speak into the mic.
All right, fine. I guess we're taking
I want
a
to
break.
smoke, but not a cigarette.
Well, we're gonna take a break because everybody needs. You can't go.
No, I know.
You can't go right now.
What? What? I was trying to.
It was just so much
Fine.
just saying
You don't
that
have to
what.
turn it on. Just hit the button. Just hit the button.
I'd already turned it on.
We'll be back.
Anything hasn't been off for 5.
Frozen.
And we're
Hey.
back.
Hey, look, I seen the comments in our fucking own little private chat. Yes, I do look like they got titties. and the nice and voluptuous. You like that shit?
It's not that you look like you have titties.
It's that
you
you do.
have titties.
I made that point dead clear in the chat.
Yeah, there ain't no miscommunicating that motherfucker.
No, yeah,
Nope.
none.
Like, who gives a fuck, right? Are you happy?
No. Not if I got titties.
Make changes then.
Yep.
I am.
Yeah.
That's the best advice I've given.
Yeah, you going up a cup size. That's the changes you make.
So this is the reason. Look, I haven't been around my boys, so nobody's told me that I'm growing titties. You know,
That's
my
important.
boys keep me in check, just like I keep. If I see some
Every
shit on
time
the
I
eye-
see you, I tell you, you fat.
I know 4
I ain't
fat
even got to see you.
motherfuckers, and you're like 3 of them,
I ain't even got to see you, and I tell you you're fat.
right?
Fuck all y'all.
You've
But I
been,
tell
you've
Scotty
been
he's
picking
fat
up
off.
what I've been putting down.
You know what? It's
If
the
he
fucking
pick-
the
if he
damn
picks some shit up,
milkshake.
It's the
you-
milkshakes.
It's the fucking milkshake.
Yeah, they're bringing all the boys to the yard.
They are, bro.
But if you actually pick something up, you wouldn't have titties.
Dude, I've been picking up the milkshakes. Dude, have you seen them things? They give you breakfast, dessert, and like brunch
No.
all in a cup.
Lactose intolerant.
Dude,
Yeah.
our special
Oh,
milkshakes,
yeah.
our special
Terrible
milkshakes
for that.
are ridiculous, dude. They like,
And then you add alcohol to it.
Dude,
yeah, you can spike any one of them.
Dude, I drank a glass of milk the other day, and I didn't stop farting for 2 fucking days.
Yeah.
It
You,
hurt.
you gotta clear a whole day the next day.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's fucking
definitely.
terrible.
Yeah, that's like with Popeyes. Yeah. I love
got you.
Popeyes, but I gotta make sure I ain't got nothing to do the next day.
Uh,
The whole fucking next day, from the time I crack my ass, it ain't even my eyes, because my ass will open up before my eyes, and I'm like, whoa, time to go.
but that red beans and rice is so good.
Oh my god, and the
Bruh.
chicken tenders.
No.
Oh, the chicken tenders. Yeah, we got
gonna see
Indian
me?
people cooking at our Popeyes and
I don't
Liberty.
give a fuck.
They-
Red beans and rice is amazing.
There's, I don't know, man. I guess, I mean, I am kind of picky.
Oh, what you eat KFC?
No, definitely not.
Fuck them up too. Although they changed it.
I don't do a lot of.
Dude,
Oh,
they changed their gravy and mashed potatoes in a bit.
I would
Bro,
like.
I still don't think I'm picking up on the other mics. You're not picking me up.
No, I don't hear
I'm
that.
not
at all.
Now,
There it is.
There it is. Okay, now
I would like to also take a moment to say we've chased everybody else out of this fucking brew.
okay, so we're ignorant cocks. Who
It's
cares?
just 4 of us now.
It started off with a whole 1, 2, 4.
Yeah, we had 4 or
Yeah,
5 extra folks in
yeah.
here, and now it's just us.
I will fuck with Arby's on occasion, and I still my go-to like
I can only do classic roast beef from Arby's.
I usually
like the
get.
Reubens.
I like their
The Reubens and their dips.
their
French
Reubens
dip.
are good. Dude, I went through a French dip phase where I was getting French dips all the fucking time.
It's the OG. It's the. It isn't even the
Yeah.
stuff. It's just the
It
OG.
goes you good.
Um,
It goes good.
But
But you can buy that packet at fucking Walmart for
It's
35
just
cents.
like 3 bouillon cubes and some fucking hot water, but it's so good.
What else is it?
motherfucker, the next time you make a fucking roast, you have it sitting in your crock pot.
Yeah, but it's got all that vegetable water in it.
He said I
What do
made
you-
a roast.
Do you realize you can just chunk that bitch in the crock pot, turn it on low, walk away, come back 12 hours later, and you have a home cooked dinner?
You realize I can try the Arby's and 5 minutes later I can have me a little tub of OJ?
You can have a tub of chemicals made to taste like au jus.
Whatever. What is
God damn, there's a difference, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This is why people who and like fuck you too with your 85-cent fucking gravy packet.
You got me there.
No, I use them too.
Yeah. Because it's easy.
No, not all the time. Like when
I ain't got 12 hours
Right.
to make a roast, Jared.
Yeah, no shit. I'm hungry now, motherfucker.
if you put it in the crock pot before you went to work, it would be done when you came home.
I do get up 4 hours before I have to be there.
I can still go to Arby's.
No, I
And look, if I wanted to take the extra fucking 15 minutes, I could go to Walmart and get his packet.
To be fair, I've watched you make this fucking Burger King so goddamn mad.
oh my god.
I did it the other night again, dude. I ordered like 20 cheeseburgers with extra pickle
And then
and 5.
did you tell them to hold the cock because you know they rub dick all over them?
Bro, spit burgers.
Hey, they were pretty.
Is this
Hold the spit, it's for a cop.
Does this look like spit? Fuck it.
Oh, fuck for a liter cola.
I'd get in my jet card, fly away.
I ordered the cheesy tots.
No, the best part is, if you told them what you were doing with them fucking burgers, they'd be even more mad at you. I'm gonna take these home and I'm gonna give 15 of them to my dogs. He ain't buying 22 burgers for himself.
No.
That body can only handle about 7.
Oh no, I could eat 22 burgers.
You seen them titties?
Yeah,
He's stuffing his bra with burgers.
No, I'll stuff down 2 of Jared's burgers in a shake.
Oh fuck, dude, two of my the burgers.
Yeah, them is
I tried. Look,
Those is burgers.
I had the munchies like a motherfucker, and I tried to take down one of our coaches' 1-pounders, which is like it's like our version of a Big Mac. Well, it's a double decker with another bun. Let's put it that way. Fuck, bro. No, I was slowing down by the end of it. Like,
Yeah,
who
but
the
see,
fuck did I think
where
I
you
was?
That's where you go wrong. You can't get it all one in one solid fucking. You got to separate it.
See,
Separate it.
I remember, because I don't do burgers all that often, like
I love a-
proper
I
burgers
love a
like you
good
make.
burger.
Like I hit fast food burgers because they're easy
And cheap.
and fast.
Well, the problem is they're also supposed to be cheap. That was the good thing for fast food. Now
Yeah.
that shit ain't cheap no more.
No, but I was in Pittsburgh years and years ago, and I went to some fucking restaurant, and they had this burger. It looked good as fuck. This shit come out, and it was every bit 6-7 inches tall. And I went, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? And they handed me a knife, and I went, no.
Yeah.
And I took that fucking burger and went, "Burr!"
Yep.
And that
Every time,
server
yep.
got so fucking mad at me.
I obviously, I have to cook what
Well, yeah.
my employer has on the menu.
Exactly.
That's your job, is
Right.
no matter what kind of cook you are, whether you work at a fancy place or whether you work at Burger King, you cook what
Look what the menu says.
My personal opinion on burgers is I believe we should make burgers longer, not taller. We should make them more
like hoagie buns.
correct. Then you
Yeah.
can spread more toppings, get all that without going fucking crazy that you can't eat the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
'cause
I
that's
love
pretty much
burgers, but
my
I
idea
can't
of
stand a
putting them in
burger
soup.
that I can't hold
Yeah.
and eat.
right.
I
Like, I'm not
honestly-
a snake. I cannot unhinge my jaw.
Right. I
Yeah,
gotta.
but nobody wants to taste
And
the
I don't
fucking whole
want shit.
side of a
I don't
cow.
want shit running out of everything blowing out the
Yeah.
back while I'm trying
Yeah.
to eat the.
Well, that, and I know everybody here has done it, where we've all tried to take a bite of that big ass sandwich, and you get that cramp right there.
Oh fuck
And you're
yeah!
just like,
You're trying to stretch it out.
You ever get like the mustard or the pickles got that? It's real like fresh.
Super
and it
vinegary?
Takes your fucking breath away.
Because of the vinegar.
Yeah.
I watched my kid dump a fuckload of salt on fries one day, and he grabbed this. I mean, a fuckload, and he grabs that fucking one fry, throws it in his mouth, and goes. It's like, serves you right, asshole.
That's the universe right there.
He started coughing. He was like, I'm like, yeah.
That's like fair fries and
Did
fucking
you-
vinegar
right.
with the salt.
Did you learn
No,
your
did-
lesson?
Last year at the fair,
Well,
me,
what did you learn?
me and Mom were at the fair last year, and I got fries. And she's not a vinegar on fry fan, so I was like, eat what you want, and then I'll go back and I'll get vinegar because I like drowning in vinegar. And like these fries were nice and crispy and everything else. And then and I'm watching her pull them out, and they're crispy. They're rigid. She eats what she wants. I go back. I dump the vinegar and the salt on there, and I pick up a fry, and it just goes. It just goes limp while I'm holding it. She goes, "Those were really crispy a minute ago." I was like, "That's how much vinegar's on them."
Yep.
Just handfuls of it. She's like, "How the fuck do you eat that?" And I'm like,
My pH is off, baby.
Yeah.
Just leave me alone.
I am full of self-hatred. That's how.
I'm full of self-hatred.
That's what happens when your sperm is just back there shooting into your stomach.
Marco is so obsessed with my testicles.
I was just thinking the same goddamn thing.
Like, I swear.
Will you get it over with and just drag him across his face so we can end
Oh, we
it?
had this contest. Remember the Balls Out show?
No, that wasn't a contest. That was just you being, I
No,
don't
he
know.
pulled out his sack. I pulled out my sack, and I left my sack out.
See, I'm allergic to your bullshit.
I pulled. Oh no, I don't have a hole in these ones. I ain't gonna just pull the whole Frank Sanders beans out.
I mean, we're gonna have to like really watch when we leave tonight so we don't step in all this shit. Oh, Jared's pulling a Greg over there staring at
No,
something.
because I want to look at something. I want to look something up. We were talking about fast food and it being cheap, but I can't remember the money figure right now. And I was trying to look it up, but my phone's being stupid.
I could give you a money figure right
No,
now.
McDonald's.
$7.
No, McDonald's profit. McDonald's profit in the last quarter.
Goddamn right.
McDonald's profit in the last quarter, I want to say, was like 6 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's say right up on top.
Wait a
No,
second.
no, no.
Wait a
That's
second.
how many burgers they've
listen.
That's what they say.
Listen. 3 months.
Yeah.
$6
Yeah.
billion
Yes.
for that fucking shit.
Yeah.
They're doing God's work.
Do you know why? Because a burger that used to cost 89 cents is now $2.75.
Correct.
And it's the same fucking burger.
Listen, the last time I
It
hit,
wasn't
smaller.
good when it
It's
was 89
smaller.
cents. It's not good now.
and that was my point. Also, too, that fast food made sense when it was cheap. It was cheap. It was quick. Well, it's no longer cheap. It's no longer quick.
Well, when fast food was first originated, it was actually quality.
It actually was, but everything was back then because you didn't have preservation and storage like you do now.
No, it was all fresh,
Thank-
made to order.
I remember when they fucking still came to your fucking car and brought you your food, man.
They still do. It's just at that window.
No. You like
Their
the
distance got shorter.
McDonald's had the big neon dude up on the top, like he was standing.
Right,
at
you
the
walked
burger-
up to McDonald's.
and
Yeah.
you
Or
pull up
you
there.
it was like a Swenson's. It was a
Yeah,
drive.
yeah.
It was either a drive-in, not a drive-through. It was a drive-in
Yeah,
or a
you
walk.
drove in any park. Yeah.
Yeah, but society. I mean, that the drive-through window was more of a birth from society wanting that, not the restaurant.
Oh no. That was the
I think the
restaurant.
Arabs
No,
had
that
a lot
was
to do with it.
what the fuck? That was the restaurants going. If we can have more customers if we put in a window that they can just drive to.
Right.
So that was just everything's profit driven.
Well, it is, but like I also think at some point in time, you know,
Yeah,
like
at some point in time, a customer probably did go, I'm not going because I'm not
Knocked
getting
on
out
the
of my
window.
car.
no, that's
Like,
not that's
hey,
not what I'm saying.
can I have a
I'm saying
burger?
just like I said, just you know, at one point in time, even the McDonald's of the world, they did make changes, but I do believe at one point it was still making changes that yes, made them more efficient and streamlined, would add to their profit, but would also add to the customer experience. I don't believe there is any consideration to the customer experience now. And
Oh,
what
no,
they
there
do
is.
is they advertise the fuck out of something to make you think you want it when you really don't.
Yeah. Yeah, because every time Wendy's comes out with a new spicy burger, I'm like, ooh, that looks good. And then I get it and I'm just so disappointed.
Well, nostalgia plays a big role in things. And I've always told, I say this to my wife all the time when we're shopping, and I've said it on air before. I am a whore for packaging. If you package something the right, proper way, bro, I'll buy your fucking dumbass, shit-ass product for stupid money just because you fucking packaged it the right way. You gave me the right combination of shit. You put the right fucking colors on it.
I would like that
Listen,
10-year-old
you make that
Somali
shit-
child.
You make that shit red, white, and blue. You make that shit red, white, and blue, and or you know, like fuck. I want a fucking look. I want a fucking set of knives for work just because it's got Baltimore Ravens on it. The knives are probably fuck ass knives.
Yeah, they're probably terrible. Fucking
Don't give
steel.
a fuck.
Can't hold an edge worth a damn.
I'll sharpen them every motherfucking night. I don't care.
As long as they have
It's got the
Art
Ravens
Modell's
logo
face
on it. I work at a sports bar, and then it's half fucking Steelers, half fucking Browns.
And yeah, you got to pick the old Browns. So
Yeah, but the old Browns actually did something.
yeah.
Look what happens. The new Browns took an old Ravens quarterback and fucking did something.
Yeah.
So they took the Browns guy.
So
back.
really, see, it's the Ravens that actually make a difference, not the Browns.
Art Modell was the smartest man in the NFL.
Yeah, he moved to Baltimore.
Yeah.
And sold
Yeah.
everything to Steve Bisciotti.
Yep.
And then promptly won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, they also promptly drafted Jonathan Ogden and Ray Lewis. They also, right?
I
Ray
was,
Lewis
just,
probably
I was
killed
just
somebody.
getting ready to say these names mean nothing to
Didn't
me.
Ray
And then
Lewis
you said
probably
Ray
kill
Lewis, and I went,
somebody? Yeah.
oh, I know that one.
They picked up Ed Reed. That didn't hurt things one bit.
Lou Reed.
Ed Reed.
Lou Reed.
I mean, I think that motherfucker still holds the record. for the
Jerry
kickoff
Reed.
return. No.
Eastbound.
No,
down,
but I do need a saxophone
loaded up
Reed.
and trucking.
Lou Dobbs?
What in the fuck?
Lou Ferrigno?
We're doing that?
No, I didn't bring it.
Golly day.
Lou Ferrigno?
He is cool as shit.
Mark
In real life?
Ruffalo. Mark
No,
Ruffalo.
you fucked up. The
I
order,
met
dude.
him once-
Everyone had a name that was the same. You got to ruin everything with your shitty comedy.
Wow, he just got honest.
What?
Me? I'm always honest.
I'm always honest. I don't know.
Ruffalo.
Buffalo Ho? Buffalo Bill.
They
Hit
to-
him, Marco.
They had
Hit
to
him.
stop telling Mark Ruffalo the endings to those movies because he kept talking about it on on late night shows and ruining shit.
Dude, did you see the one where he left his phone on? He didn't even know shit was still on. He went into a viewing of Infinity War. Like, he was playing the movie's audio. Somebody from Disney had to get in touch with one of his handlers and tell him to turn his fucking phone off.
Okay, so he's not the smartest Avenger. Big deal.
Well,
No, he's known for his
technically,
strength.
there was a point there at the end with Smart Hulk where he was the smartest Avenger.
Yeah, because Tony was
Okay,
dead.
well, it evidently wasn't when he was in the fucking theater with his phone on.
Well, that's Mark Ruffalo.
That's,
That's not Hulk.
that's porn star.
That's
fucking-
not Bruce Banner. That's fucking Mark Ruffalo.
Dude, you ever see his fucking Skinamax, that porn that he did?
No.
Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah. It surprised the fuck out of me.
Was he one of the humpers or was he the guy in the background going, oh, I'll come back later?
It
I'll
was,
change this toner later. You're obviously using that copy machine.
it was him and some chick, and I'm like, is that
Did you see
the
the-
Incredible Hulk?
Did-
Is that the Hulk?
Did you see the real porno that has Sylvester Stallone in it?
No.
It's called Italian Stallion.
Correct.
It's just a real porno
It is.
from the 70s.
It is.
No, but I did see.
I do know it exists, but I've never personally watched it.
And
I have no.
It is bad.
I'm sure it is. It's typical 70s. Not only 70s porn. What I heard was it was 70s B porn.
Yeah.
Dude,
He's like,
dude.
Adrian.
You want to see something? You haven't seen nothing until you come across Well, I didn't come across. Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
came
did.
across it.
I probably did come across.
There he goes, trying that routine shit on us again.
Well,
We don't give a fuck.
Revision.
no.
We're not an audience.
Who the fuck was the dude who played Superman? Not Cavill. The
The one who broke his neck?
no, he was a younger dude. He was.
Watch it on Facebook or something else then.
There's still gonna be a real big lag.
You're a fucking big lag.
I know.
One of the dudes who played Superman. I was going through Pornhub looking for some
Christopher Reeves.
No, that's the one who broke his neck.
No.
You're talking about the one that was in Lois and Clark?
Yeah. Dean
Dean
something.
Cain. Dean Cain.
Yeah, he's in game porn. Oh, yeah. Man with the Bugatti.
Well, yeah.
Whoa, dude.
Right?
Yeah, he took a couple from Krypton, all right, straight to the face.
Money's money.
He got a pocket full of kryptonite.
You know, actually, in the comic books, there was pink kryptonite that made Superman gay.
God damn, no way.
Yep.
He must have been a power top.
Power bottom, maybe.
Maybe.
Sort of like
He clinch
Victor
up and
Crowley.
rip somebody's ass off.
Victor Crowley was a power bottom.
I never knew the man.
Yeah, the
I know who he is,
Yes.
but I never knew him and I didn't know that about him.
Yes.
Yeah, but he was also banging one of the Bush's grandmas.
So do you think him and Ozzy were getting it on?
No.
What about him and Marilyn Manson?
They didn't know. They didn't know about. I don't think they even knew each other. But when they.
Yeah, it was the group.
That's all
that shit,
innuendo
man.
for Mr. Crowley. Once you ride your white horse, they were talking about.
Really? Really, really?
Yeah.
Really, really, really?
Yeah.
Oh, like Mr. Handy.
No. Not legit horse. Drug horse.
Oh, I kind of figured.
I just can't remember which drug it is, and I didn't want to get it wrong.
Fuck, it sounds like.
Everything goes back to peanut.
You were talking about power bombs.
We're talking about drugs.
Keep up, Marco. I know it's hard for you.
We
you know,
changed, yeah,
you're
because
poor
the
woman, so-
ADD. It's that fucking
Yeah.
dementia this bitch has.
Oh, we can't smoke cigarettes down here, but
No.
fucking hypocritical bastard.
I'm allowed.
I think he kicked all the kids out.
Yeah, they go home yet? Can I have a cigarette?
Fuck them. Fuck them kids.
Look, that ain't even me. You see
I know that ain't even you, and I
You see
saw
that?
it. It's still hypocritical. Smoke is smoke.
What's
Asthma's asthma.
hypocritical?
Doesn't change.
That's hypocritical.
She can do whatever she wants.
Right, she do.
She can go over and slap you upside your bowling ball head.
Yes, she can.
No balls.
Everybody's still
No
being
balls.
hypocrites right now.
Hit him.
No. We had to take a break so we could go have a cigarette, but we can smoke a blunt inside.
Listen, don't be hating because
It's not
you
a
can't
blunt.
smoke.
Shut up.
No, I can. I just won't.
So again, you can't.
Won't.
Can't.
Won't.
Well, then hit it,
No.
bitch.
Personal choice.
You're not smoking now.
No, I got a new job.
His Jesus said
Not
no.
good for you, man.
Thank you.
I respect you.
His Jesus said no.
No, he doesn't.
No, absolutely fucking do.
Not at all.
100%.
Not even a little bit.
I'm just mad at the hypocrisy. Just mad at the hypocrisy. That's it.
Welcome to
Well,
America.
Yep, here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you like to tell my kids. Shut the fuck up. Quit living in the shoulds. Doesn't matter what it should be like. It's not where we live. We live in the real world. Grow a pair. Fucking tie them up tight. Put your fucking chest up in the air. And go handle your fucking business.
They're already as tight as they're gonna get.
I mean, they're not attached to anything anymore.
Well, they still, yeah, they are.
Internally, they're not.
Well, but they're still attached externally, so you still got to gird up your loins before battle.
Valid.
Or you would feel the
That means
sting
you
of the
take
punch.
them out of mama's purse and you stick them up on the coffee table.
Can you just like not scream over people? That'd be great.
All right, so that'd be
God
number
damn.
2.
Every
Number
time.
2 for
Scotty
tonight.
is like the perfect fucking like early to mid elementary school teacher.
Like, shut up.
Can you please stop?
You can imagine me as a fucking like 4th, 5th grade teacher, just like, hey guys, I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up before I beat the hell out of all of you.
Just, I'm gonna pass this around the group.
All right, like,
Everybody, come here, sit down on the carpet.
we don't do yellow and red days here. I just beat you until you act right.
I just beat you until you act right.
What was that episode of South Park where
You
he's
want
like,
a
did you
sticker?
remember that episode of South Park where he was just like, with my new surefire cure for ADD, my system works every time. And it's getting all the kids bouncing around. He's walking the first kid. Stop! Shut up! He walks to the next kid, same thing. Kid starts crying, hits him again. Gets to the third kid, picks up the book and starts reading.
Bro, you make an example of one or two, fuck, people start learning real quick.
That's what I mean.
That's what we grew up on.
Let's take a couple pedophiles, do horrible things to them, put it on the news, on the internet. Child molestation would probably drop real fast.
Yeah, people have tried that, and the good guys always get it in the end.
That's what we're saying. Don't let them get in the end. Let it happen. Let it take its course. Let these
Like I'm
motherfuckers watch
saying,
it.
what would I
Bro, our national hero didn't get in no trouble. You remember Homeboy, the meme, or the reel keeps going around.
say? Gary Pugh.
Yeah. He got, the judge was like, fuck y'all, I'm not convicting this dude of no shit for nothing.
He got probation. He shot a motherfucker on live TV.
live
and got probation.
motherfucking TV. Dudes,
Do you
dudes,
remember that?
grind
You
in
don't
the
know that
National
story,
Hall of
Marco?
Fame.
No. Oh.
So,
Okay.
Convicted. There was a child molester.
The dude at the payphone that shoots
yeah.
the other dude in the head.
Coming through the airport.
No.
You never seen the video?
So the man's name is Gary. Praise be to Gary.
Praise be to Gary.
And his son did his son get killed?
No, he was abducted and raped.
He was abducted and raped by this child molester, and he wasn't the first kid this child molester killed.
Right.
They were flying him back for the trial, and the media was covering this whole thing. Like, it was a big media thing. And as they're walking him through the airport, you see a man in a hat at a payphone behind him. And, like, I think the rumor is that he was on the phone with somebody who was watching news and told him now. And he turns around with a revolver under the arm and fucking shoots this guy 3 times in the head.
And then,
And you hear one of the cops go,
why'd you do it, Gary?
no, Gary, no!
Oh, yeah, you hear that. Then it,
They
remember,
didn't even arrest him then!
no. Here's the other great part about it that I love to point out.
What
Not
was his
only
last name?
P-A-U-E.
P-A-U-G-A,
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly.
They put
But
in
not
Gary
only-
shoots
listen, not only did he shoot Homeboy, but before he goes to take off, he reaches back around and he hangs the goddamn phone up.
Yep.
And then he leaves.
And he went off.
Homeboy's just straight gangster. He, like, no fucks were given that day, bro.
None.
And I mean, any one of us in that situation would not say the damn thing.
Yeah, he got time served and like 2 years probation.
Right,
Instead of
which
that.
time served was not
It
much.
was like 2 days.
I can't even remember.
I mean,
what
like,
it was.
obviously.
Credit,
But literally live television, he just,
Hey, he had to have been practicing that shot for a minute, man.
Oh, yeah. That was a
bro,
good
and it
shot.
was just straight in the head. Wow,
That lag is bad.
you behind.
No, that shot was fucking amazing. And he popped him like 2-3 times.
Yeah,
under the arm.
that was whatever God Gary prayed to, got guided that bullet. Whatever God Gary, up and to the left. Up
Up to the left.
Back and to the left. Back and to the left. Wasn't no magic bullet here. That was just a man on a mission, and he handled business. And you know what's fun? I keep seeing that clip. I always go to the comments because you get them bleeding heart young folks who are just like, it's still murder. No shit. No shit, it's still fucking murder. It's absolutely still murder. Man deserved it though.
You got, but see, and then that's why we have a jury. Honestly, that's why we would have a jury, because then the society your peers need to decide what happens at that point.
No, yeah, but the system's so fucking rigged that they could have convicted that fucking guy. He'd have been out 6 months later.
Oh, no. No. You missed my point.
We did.
I'm talking about, no, fuck that. Yeah, he did what he had to do. Dad handled his business.
Yep.
Dad did it. So then now we let 12 of his peers decide if he was.
Oh, Gary.
Yeah.
My bad.
And his 12 peers are going to be like,
His
straight
12
up rock on.
His 12 peers said, "Have a nice day,
Right.
sir."
Thank you for your service.
How often is
Thank you for your
peers
service.
in the jury?
So everybody else needs to shut the fuck up about it.
Hey.
Like, if you disagree with that, you're stupid.
It's very much peers.
Yeah.
Because here's the deal. I do not, and everybody's going to go, there's slippery slopes this, slippery slopes that. But I got no problem with what Gary did.
Nope.
I absolutely have a problem. I don't agree with the death penalty.
All four of us have no problem with what he
No.
did. It probably would have
I
done
don't
it
even know Gary, but
way
praise
worse.
Gary. Praise
I got a big
You are the
problem with the
man.
death penalty, not because of the punishment, because I don't believe that the state, i.e., the government, should have the amount of power, enough power, to be able to decide that they can end a human life. Then at any time they can just change the rules and still have the ability to end a human life at their whim. I don't believe government should have enough power that they can order the death of someone. Now, if the community catches a Fred Krueger,
They burned the house down.
right, like, and then if you have to answer for your actions, answer for your actions.
Yeah, but
See,
then the same respect about war. Because war, you're wiping out plenty of people. So, I mean, that's kind of like the death penalty in mass.
Mm. Well, I mean, hey, pay the fuck attention.
You keep a knocking, but you can't.
See,
What was that
I agree
noise
with
that
you.
sounded like RoboCop coming online?
yeah,
It is seriously just that
Well, no,
if
no.
you own it.
I agree with you on the fact that the government should not have the right to be able to say who lives and who dies. I still want the death penalty. We just got to figure out a better way to do it.
Streamline it a little bit better. Texas has been doing good with it.
Because like you figured out, because think about like
I
'cause
think-
in my eyes, dog gets out the yard, bites a kid, the dog fucking dies. You got people who have raped 12, 13 kids, have only done 8 months of fucking jail time, still living on the street. And they don't even get in trouble if they don't report to their neighbors or their POs.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
But that dog who fucked up one time gets fucking euthanized.
Okay, I don't disagree with what, like, I get it, but here's the thing. My emotions don't play any role in my analytics.
I'm not trying to.
So poor dog, but no,
Right.
poor dog, but that doesn't equate, like, just because it happens to the dog doesn't mean it should happen to the person. It shouldn't happen to either, because the person who owned the dog that it got out is responsible, not the dog. So
Exactly.
therefore, the dog should be removed from that person.
So kill
So
the
I don't agree with
pedophile's
either.
parents, too.
And just because there is one is no justification to have another.
Kill the
Oh.
pedophiles' parents too. They're the ones who taught them.
No, they're the one that taught him, and you
Yeah.
can't. No.
I'm just trying to keep it as fair as with the dog. The dog
No,
goes
that's
there
not
and-
fair. That's not
No.
fair. That's not the same thing at all.
No,
You're comparing fucking
no.
pineapples to fucking.
I know. I'm comparing the two because the dog's actions are not nearly as heinous
Yeah.
as the pedophiles.
I agree, but that doesn't mean. But just because
And I'm not saying the dog should die. I'm just saying.
I know you're not, but I'm
action
saying
one,
that.
action two.
No. I'm saying that even though I get what you're saying because the dog's action isn't that bad, but the dog dies, and the man's action's even worse, so the man should die. What I'm saying is that's not a valid argument. It doesn't matter. It does not matter what the fucking dog does. That's a completely separate issue. It means nothing. It's just an allegory because you can convey some emotion about how you feel about the issue. It's not straight, no emotion, analytically driven decision.
Valid.
That's what I'm saying.
I
All
can,
right,
I
well,
can
take
agree
the
with
dog
that.
out. The guy deserves to die.
I don't disagree with you.
Whether it be government, whether it be
That's
home,
where the issue.
or whether
No,
it be
but that's where the
government,
problem lies.
streetwise,
Then you end
whatever.
up with any kind of. But we've seen the breakdown. We have
Yeah.
seen the breakdown of where
You-
even
you-
in our lifetime, guys.
You give
Remember,
them the touch of power. you
remember,
never get it back.
remember all the shit
It's
we
the
heard.
Same way with vigilante justice.
Guys, listen, what my point is, our entire life we have heard even before, like, you got to think back to when you were younger and we didn't have the internet and all that shit. Even just we'd hear about crazy people and people talking about conspiracy theories and this and that.
Right.
And we have always been told that there are all these slippery slopes, and then you have the counterpoint of, well, I mean, it'll never happen. That'll actually never happen. They'll never actually do that. I mean, it is a possibility.
and
But we've
then it
watched
happens.
every single fucking one of those fucking happen.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
So,
Yeah.
like, at some point, we got to start taking the power back. The power's in the community, not in the fucking government. The government is there as a barrier, and a barrier only.
Well, the government's just meant to regulate
Basic shit.
Yeah.
First of all,
they're meant to fix the roads.
no, they're really not. They created that.
But
Before the government, there were roads, and there were no taxes.
But basically, you're going back to lynching, and we all know how that word goes around. And lynching was the community taking care of the community's problem, whether it was a good problem or a bad problem. You know, that was the way they would. That's what lynching was.
Agreed. But then here's the other side of that. I mean, like, vigilante justice is just that. It's the community handling business.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
If
the community
if
can
somebody-
be very wrong.
They can be. And then, they can be.
So
And then-
I'm saying, you know, what if it was Freddie's cousin?
Listen, I'm not saying that, but listen, I'm saying you better
He
know.
was covering for his retarded son.
No, bro, what I'm saying is you better be right, because if you're wrong, you're guilty of a crime yourself.
Yeah, the whole community, not a whole town.
Okay? You don't get it. Okay. You would finally weed out the stupid. You would finally weed out those that couldn't actually, like, you know, handle their own business. You
No,
would
it
systematically weed out the weak.
didn't happen in the summer of love. It just made a mess.
Fuck the summer of love. I'm talking about, like, before. How did man survived all of that shit before there was even a government to tell them there were fucking laws to live by and boundaries they had to adhere to?
Yeah.
Don't act like that's something new. Don't act like a borderless world is something new. It's something old. And I'm not trying to make a case for it.
No, I'm just.
I'm not. Just don't act like it's a new fucking concept,
You
bro.
keep saying that there was time that there was never a government. When? In every history book, the only time that there was never a government is when we were homo or whatever the
Before
fuck.
recorded history.
Exactly.
And there-
So
and-
we
and
don't
there-
know. We don't know because even on my oldest writings, whether they were right or wrong, there was still government. Even in hieroglyphics in Egypt, there was still
No,
government.
no,
Even in the
that-
Ethiopian,
that doesn't count as government.
Listen. There are many societies, even before all of that, even during that, in other parts of the world that didn't have
There was
government.
always
Like,
some
no,
kind of hierarchy.
listen. You're right, but there were so many of them that it was communal. It wasn't a government. It was grandmas and grandpas laying it down and people fucking listening.
Yeah, and there was a hierarchy, but it was just who's the fucking oldest.
Or whatever.
Who's
It
the
was
wisest?
organic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't
It was like, hey,
structured and voted in.
yeah,
it was like, oh,
yo, Bob's the smartest. You should probably have him make
right.
some
That's what I'm
decisions.
saying. Like, we should run shit by him, but there was still an entire village that you had to take care of if you had that role. And if you didn't take care of that village, you were gone from that role, bro. There wasn't really like elections and shit. People just knew, right? And I'm not saying that that's what we need. I'm just saying, like, it.
No, I get what you're saying, but
There's a
the end of it
breakdown
all,
in
it's all
people's
about form
understanding of
government.
there's a breakdown in people's understanding of human nature and what we're actually capable of, because we've gotten so far away from being kind of billion upon ourselves. Even for our own mental well-being, we look to everything else. We look for likes, we look for stars, we look for tokens, we look for praise on the internet, we look for how many people are watching our shit, instead of, like, I can sit now, I couldn't before, I can sit in a fucking dark room by myself and still be just as happy as whatever. And that doesn't happen. This doesn't, like, this doesn't create my happiness. I do.
Your mental health is not your fault, but it is your responsibility.
Correct. I don't disagree with you one bit. Dude, and fuck it. There are some things that are a direct result of my dumbass actions. And I even say this about trauma and PTSD and getting over trauma and stuff. I don't give a fuck if it was self-inflicted. It was still fucking traumatic for anybody. I'm not talking necessarily about myself. I'm talking just in general. You look at people and you go, oh yeah, well, that's his own fault because of his own decisions. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, he made a bad decision, but it was still fucking traumatic. It still fucked their brain up. It still caused the same problems and issues, so it still needs treated now. It doesn't matter whose fault it was.
No.
You don't have to be a victim to have PTSD.
No, you do not. But it is.
Trust me.
Your
You
responsibility
have
to handle that shit once it's occurred.
100 million fucking % agree with you, and we've had these conversations. And recently,
Oh yeah.
absolutely, it's your responsibility. And that's the only reason I am able to, I'm able to talk about it, is because, like, fucking understand that now.
Yep.
So, like, if it don't, human nature, human capacity is my point in all of this. Even politics and everything. Like, it's all, people don't understand it. You don't take that into account. Like, we're going to keep repeating these dumbass cycles because we're just not getting it right. Even the founding fathers who were close to getting it right, didn't even 100% get it right, but they understood that we don't need a big federal government. They understood the community is supposed to be where it's at. Your local level is supposed to be where the most any kind of government about your daily life happens, because it's the people at the local level that share your life, share your lifestyle, and know what the fuck is going on, and you're able to be active in that process.
Yep.
And then as power structure goes up, the power and authority gets and things they're allowed to control get less and less. You know what I mean?
But how
power-
it should be.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Right.
It's
But-
not like that. It hasn't been like that for a very
Well,
long time.
but human nature.
We've been bred to believe that that's not how it's supposed to be.
Oh no, but human nature indicates, even if it was at that level, that you give somebody that little tiny minuscule amount of power.
Oh, it
and
destroys them.
Yeah,
Megalomaniacs.
exactly.
Humans, absolutely. There's a good portion of our society that absolutely are megalomaniacs. Narcissistic, just fucktards. And most of them are in Congress.
I love how we don't want to give 70 and 80-year-olds we want to we don't want them in the workforce because they're slow and because they don't have the mental capacity to keep up with modern
We
technology.
don't let them write laws.
But they are the only ones who just exclusively run the country.
Listen, they
Hold on a minute there, Jared. Greg keeps trying to make a point.
oh, okay.
Right. I think this is the quietest I've ever seen Marco in my entire fucking life.
I am stoned like a Muslim.
No,
boy.
I've seen him quieter once before, and that was the night he ended up sleeping on your couch.
Yeah, he was sleeping.
No,
he was sleeping.
no. Yeah, well, at
Even then,
that
he was
point,
probably burping,
but
farting.
until even then, when he passed out on the couch, he was still talking.
I know, that doesn't surprise me. He's laying on the couch like, I really like digging my butt. Oh.
What? Damn.
Well,
I missed that entire
I wouldn't,
conversation.
I wouldn't listen
no.
that fucking close. But
I might have whispered it in his ear a few times.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds more believable.
And then Marco
Right.
woke up going, "Why do I feel so moist?"
And I
hate that
he
word.
was missing $7 from his wallet. I'm getting paid either way.
Scotty had food poisoning for 2 weeks.
And pink eye. Crazy.
If you're gonna do it, you do it right. Scotty got that technique. He sticks his eye right against your brown eye and winks.
Yeah, so your brown eye winks back.
Just so that the eyelashes is hitting the brown eye.
You gotta go see Marina, get some eyelashes done. That lessens your chances of getting pink eye.
That's called butterfly kisses.
Butterfly.
And that's why I got this.
That's what he
Scotty. It's for you, Scotty.
Scotty's butterfly kisses, $7.
Oh my goodness.
$7 kissing booth.
No change.
Okay.
10-20 only, no change.
Oh my god.
Butterfly kisses on the booty hole.
Butterfly in the
That's gonna be the new jam.
Bro,
Did you see?
listen, we got to get with Don Cody or somebody, and we got to get a song made about $7 butterfly booty hole kisses.
I got you.
Did you? Did
Got you.
Did anybody?
I got you.
Speaking of Reading Rainbow, did anybody see the clip of LeVar Burton speaking at that event?
No.
So it's
don't think.
LeVar Burton. He's getting older,
Oh, yeah.
and he's standing at the podium, and he's just like, show of hands. Is there any of the Mothers of Liberty here? And no hands go up. He goes, oh, good. I thought I was going to throw hands. And I'm like, fuck yeah, LeVar Burton. Oh, white ladies.
I love him. He's so fucking awesome.
He goes on the tree with fucking Bob Ross, Steve Irwin, and Mr. Rogers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fucking A, right.
All them PBS fucks. Well, Steve Irwin won PBS, but god damn it, he's just in there by proxy.
Bill Cosby was on PBS with the picture pages. Remember picture pages?
You just said that shit.
Picture pages, I get your pages.
Holy
time to get
fuck.
your crayons and your pencils.
Wow.
Get your crayons and your quaaludes.
He had a magic E-Pen had his face with the
Yeah.
afro on it.
Yeah.
Mom ordered me one. And
I just took some of her poon hair and put it on the top of a pen for you and give it to you.
kept praying in the paper. She said just so long.
Just pretend to be Harold. Thank you for that, Jared. Thank Now you'll see. You put the quaalude in the pudding and you feed it to the lady, and then you can rape her with impunity.
Or at least until 30, 40 years later.
He went blind from the stress. My ass.
I'm buying from that old cooter.
I
dude.
think it's probably the diabetes.
From all the pudding.
And according,
Sickle cell.
and according,
They got a cure for sickle cell now.
well, they're
Did you
working
see
on
that?
it. They're working on it.
No,
They're
the
close.
FDA approved it 2
That
days
don't
ago.
mean shit. They approved the COVID vaccine.
You do have a point.
Yeah.
Did anybody else see that Shaquille O'Neal says that Stevie Wonder can see?
Imagine that.
I missed that one.
He tells a story on one of them late night shows. And he's like, I'm Shaq. He said he was he got in the elevator in his building, and Stevie Wonder lived in the same building as him. And instead of hitting a button, he did the Shaq thing of just standing there and letting the elevator do what it was going to do. And instead of going up, it went down to the parking garage. And he just stood there and didn't say anything. And doors opened up. Stevie Wonder steps in, goes, "What's up, Shaq?" Hits his fucking number, and they ride the elevator up. Never said a word to him. Didn't
Probably
move.
walked into his cock.
Maybe Shaq has a specific smell. He has no cologne.
Well, people can buy that. Anybody can buy it.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
it
but when
mixes
you
with
got
your
a cock-
chemistry, and when you're a 7 million foot tall dude,
Yeah.
I bet you have a little bit different chemistry than everybody
His
else.
cock smells familiar.
Right? I've smelt this dingleberry before.
I've walked past this fucking
Shaq's-
cock in the
Shaq,
hallway.
Shaq smells like a mix between his cologne and Papa John's pizza.
And ass.
And money.
And money. Shaq smells like money.
One of my favorite quotes, one of my favorite things was watching Shaq have an interview, and he was like, you know, his kids said, "We rich," and he was like, "No, I'm rich."
Yeah. I'm rich. He goes, you know, he told his kids, you want money? I need 4 degrees. And he made his kids go get degrees before he didn't even give them their fucking inheritance. trusts.
Hey. If you got it like that.
I actually respect him.
I call that
respect him
good
for that.
Or
parenting.
when he wanted to get his MBA, he wanted to go to University of Phoenix, and he goes, "But I want to do it online. I want to go to a classroom and do it." And they said, "Well, we're not going to do that for one person." He goes, "What's the minimum?" They go, 12 people. So he got MBAs for him and 11 of his friends. He paid for, just so he could go sit in the classroom.
Hey, that's what's up.
Because he was tired of going into business deals, and they go, "Hey, Shaq, what's up?" And then they just go talk to his lawyers. So he was like, no, I'm the one with the money. I'm the one making the decisions.
I've also seen him dump a whole gallon of milk on his face because he ate 2 hot wings on hot
I
wings.
didn't make a face. I didn't make a face.
Dude,
Oh,
he
no.
grabbed the whole fucking gallon of milk. I don't even think any of the milk got in his mouth. He just fucking started dumping it on
And
his
if you
face.
had done Why'd I Eat That with me, you know why that is perfectly practical.
Old habits are hard to
Instead, we
break.
had to make poor Brad blow his fucking asshole and throw it.
I did a couple of them.
Say, notice which host didn't come to the reunion show.
Yeah, where's Bradley?
I haven't talked to Brad.
He sat there and had to think about how to diplomatically say this shit.
Oh, I don't know.
No, I had to figure out how to say it with this motherfucker on me right here. So yeah, I haven't talked to Brad in quite some while. He had decided to distance himself from me and us, or just me. I don't fucking know, but yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Leave it at that.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Taking my ball and I'm going home.
Okie dokie.
I feel like fuck Rat.
No.
No,
Bro,
he's
I
doing
love
his
you.
thing.
I still love him. but
He's
I feel
doing
like-
his thing.
I still love him.
We are
you
all
know?
self-admitted assholes.
What I have really fucking come to learn is
People suck.
nah, yeah, that's even
They
the ones
do.
that don't,
Yeah,
you know.
especially the ones in this room.
right?
Oh, they all suck.
People come, people go. Going's not always a bad thing. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them either. I'm not making a case either. I'm not. I don't want anybody to read into this. No. This is truth, man. And this is like what people need to realize. I think like people have this misunderstanding of relationships and life and stuff a lot. Like, fucking just let people go. Fuck it. Like if they want to be gone, let it just fucking go.
That I do have to say, like regarding what, Greg?
I was just saying
Oh.
peace.
Well, because usually when you want to say something, you go, oh.
No, that's
Yeah.
one finger. This was two.
My apologies.
Get
One
it
of
right,
my
bitch.
biggest pet peeves, it's like one of the most hated things I fucking have, is I haven't talked to you for a year, 2 years, and then the first thing out of your mouth when you finally call me, oh, what, your phone broke? You didn't call me either, motherfucker.
Right.
But your phone must have been broke that whole goddamn time, too.
No, I've been
Don't
poor.
put it on me, because I didn't call you for 2 fucking years. You could have picked up your phone. Obviously, I didn't matter as much to you as you mattered to me. Take those words and make it sound good in your head. That didn't come out right.
I've been
Yeah, 'cause it
poor,
sounded horrible.
Scotty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been poor. I want some more tikka masala.
But I also want to make a point here. Even Jared brung it up earlier. You know, it's been August of 22, I think
Yeah.
it was.
So it's been over a year.
It's been over a year and a
Right.
half. Or no, it's been,
A year and change.
yeah, it's been
Right.
a year and change.
Since all of us got together and actually did a show by
Yeah.
ourselves. You know what I mean? Yeah, we had a bunch of people here earlier, but
Fucking hangers on.
right. Well, not really.
He's
you know what I
riding the
mean?
coattails.
No.
I know, it's called a joke. Goddamn.
You gotta have coattails for them to ride, bitch.
Right? We don't, we're not that fancy.
Hey, we all
Right.
wore them at my wedding.
I wasn't at your wedding.
Yeah, I didn't know you then.
Right.
Right. But
Me and
anyhow,
Greg had them on.
I was
Right.
at Greg's wedding.
but at the same
Were
time,
you at the
again,
wedding?
I don't know.
yeah, well,
Well, I was probably.
yeah,
the
he
one
was
dude.
there, but it was for a short time. He had other shit going on.
Oh, yeah, you
I
came to
remember.
the ceremony. You didn't come to the bar after.
Right.
That's probably a good thing.
Oh,
No,
we
it
rolled
didn't.
like 60 fucking people deep in
I
this
think, speaking of, I had to tell a story about you the other day at work.
All right, before you get into that, like I was saying, you know, all of us got together and it
Yeah.
just like picked up like we just did this shit
Yeah,
last fucking weekend.
exactly.
All right, my point's over. Go ahead, Jared.
It is all anonymous, but it was about how much you hate surprises in the whole Jack Daniels bottle incident.
I don't know this story.
It's not my story to
You
tell
were
now.
there for it.
You were
Doesn't mean I know it.
You're an accomplice.
Right.
Yeah, I remember it. There was a lot of times I was very much not sober.
Oh,
Touche. Touche.
I black out a lot, guys.
I was very much not sober that night too, but I remember.
I still apologize for that night.
I missed half of it.
Me and that chick ain't even together no more. It's been like
What
six,
the
it's
fuck?
been like 6 years. we've
You
been
were
apart,
there,
and
my
I
boy. My boy. You
still-
were there.
Wow.
Yep. you were
Yeah,
there.
it was bad.
We'll talk about this on our next smoke break since we can't smoke in the basement.
Well, I mean, we
Oh no, now we can't because we broke his cherry
no, we can go ahead and do that now because
because Greg said so, and he's the producer.
No,
it's
because it's been about an hour again.
right.
Actually,
fucking-
no. Like,
We're
to
wrapping.
a T, it's been an hour
We
since
got
we did it.
government wrapping
See this?
cigarettes.
See, yeah, you see my thing here? Look, there's
No,
a,
I
there's a
can't
count.
see it because my aspect ratio is all fucked up.
You see,
I got no depth.
Good job, Mr. Producer.
It's like watching that fucking thing on the wall. All the border shit's gone. It's just the 4 out there with some white specks.
I see the top. I see the top of the border on the bottom.
Yeah.
It says.
I got a nice setup here. Fuck y'all. This is what happens when you come late. You get the good shit.
all right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take a break. We'll be back.
Maybe.
And we're back.
Sorta. Maybe.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Please don't.
It's us. We're back.
Got a lot of friends.
A bunch of men.
I cover my titties though.
Stop being self-conscious about your voluptuous boobies.
Yeah. Like, in the
Those
back
are your
of-
fingers, motherfucker.
Ain't no coming to see for the comedy. They coming to see titties.
Sometimes. I know the last elf outfit I used to perform out in wherever the fuck I was at, that was a little tight.
They didn't know if you were Buddy or Belinda.
It was a little tight. Like I haven't
Grape
worn like
smugglers.
I haven't worn like spandex drawers to kind of tuck it back a little bit because I didn't know. if it was-
Okay, Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, dude.
Goodbye, horse.
It was stuck to the fucking my leg. I'm over there just on stage and I stuck the fucking teddy bear that I fucking won out of the damn thing. Yeah, my earphones came out. I tried to play it off, but it didn't work.
You
I won a fucking a hog, like a pig teddy bear out of the fucking claw machine. So I kind of held it in between my legs for a while. I was like, quit staring at my hog.
Jesus Christ.
At least he got the play on words right.
Right. That's important for comedy.
That poor stuffed animal now has a fleshlight mounted in its anus.
And
No,
a
I was
cold
act-
sore on
I was
his
actually
mouth.
thinking about giving it to one of my kids for Christmas.
Oh, didn't you ever see that Blue Mountain State episode? You never share pocket pussies.
Never, but that's just rule of thumb, man.
It feels like a velvet bag full of puppy ears.
Oh, mine don't.
Mine don't.
Well, when
Obviously, you got the wrong one.
When you abuse it that badly.
Marcus the only guy I know who sees how far he can stretch a flashlight with how big of a dildo he can buy.
Did you ever
And
end
then
up,
try and run it.
did you ever end
He's
up
like, it's just what I'm used to.
Did you ever end up using that machine you bought
Yeah.
on yourself?
Hey, like,
On
are you
yourself.
serious? Like, you honestly think Marco's gonna buy something and not
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
use
Yeah,
it?
see, it does it all the
You
time.
gotta give it a test run, man.
Yeah, but with that, that's
At
not,
least once.
that's not one thing you use and give away as a gift.
At least once.
I was gonna say he had shown up with cock
He's
rings.
like, hey, welcome to the game. Yeah, right. Everybody gets a cock ring for Christmas.
And then they all came home with me. I've broken like half of them.
Look, it took me a while to get used to that little mouth, though.
Did you end up carving it up like I
No.
told you?
No,
that was...
Pussy.
Oh my god.
no, but it's not a pussy. It's
Oh,
and I
my
even
goodness.
pulled it out of the thing, hoping that there was like a badge on the other side, just for the visual. No.
Just for the visual.
That
Like,
wouldn't have made it any better. It still would have been undersized.
like you can't just hold. I need a visual. You don't own a phone anymore?
VR.
Oh, you weren't around for
I
that.
need
conversation.
VR goggles.
So, I'm gonna tell Mark a story
Jesus
here.
Christ.
Yeah,
He
let him tell
bought-
it because this
he-
shit is funny.
He
Mm.
bought one of them fuck machines that's like the piston that does it
Yeah,
for
you put it
you.
on
Yeah,
the
the-
table.
And the fleshlight one was a mouth, but it was very undersized and looked like a child.
Oh, God.
With some buck teeth, like the
Yeah.
teeth.
With some buck teeth.
Like
Like
this.
fucking horrible,
Yeah,
dude.
Like
No.
this.
Way
That's because
worse.
they wanted you to
This
buy the
shit-
braces kit that's
This
optional.
shit was like this, looking like a walrus. Like it was fucking horrible.
It was bad.
It was like a child's
So
mouth.
I told him,
Did you get it from Wayfair?
Timu.
Temu.
It was before Timu. This is-
I said,
this
just
is-
carve the mouth off of it. It'll be fine. And he goes, that makes it worse.
Bro,
Now it's just a mangled child.
Yeah, it's a
with
board.
buck teeth.
Now
No
I-
lips and buck teeth.
now I pulled some sick fucking serial killer shit on this kid. No, this I just got used to the mouth. I don't look down at it.
God, that's a good way to get your dick bent.
What I do-
Let's do my cock.
Bro.
Don't tell us the ashtray story again.
I can never not unsee that. Just doink. Just like a dog's, I shit you not, like a fucking dog's leg. It looked like the state of Florida.
Like Mexico.
It's fucking, it had a couple different angles. It was all, but Fucking A,
How did you
goddamn.
get varicose veins in your cock?
You know how I found out that there was even like the pocket pussy part, the fleshlight part in there? Like I bought the thing and I took it out the case and I'm looking at it's a fucking machine, dude. Like it's a fucking big piece of
We've all
equipment.
seen fucking machines.
And
Right.
We're all horrible people. We've
And
watched
it came
that.
with like an assortment of different dildos and stuff, and it came with like condoms and shit like that for it. And then there was like this plastic bottle. It looked like one of them old school like fucking like lager bottles, like an old beer bottle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the fuck is this? And it's got no way of opening it or anything. And it got a label on the side, like it's like a fucking gag gift or something. Like, well, maybe this is just, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it was. It had nothing to do with the whole shit. So then I'm getting ready to put everything back in the fucking box, and I sit down on my bed, and it's sitting next to me, and I just happen to my ass hit it, and the end popped off of it. And all of a sudden, it's just little kid's mouth sticking out of the end of this bottle.
So, distributors and manufacturers, let that be a lesson. Make sure all of your fleshlights are properly sized to adults.
Yes. Yes.
I would
And label
think
up
that
when end opens.
That's on you. If you can't figure out what end to open
I
on the
didn't even
pocket
know
pussy,
that. I thought this was just
Then
stuff
you don't
I used
deserve
on
to use it.
somebody
Yeah.
else. But the end, the fleshlight part you can take out of the whole plastic thing and sitting in the shower right now. I just do it manually.
yeah.
I'm too lazy to set up the whole machine.
Well, it's not something you're meant to set up and take down. It's set up and take down. You're kind of just meant to set it up and leave it.
Nah, that's all I need. I come back when my fucking dog is going back.
Mm.
Look, if your dog can figure out how to turn that fucking machine on, you need to go on like America's Got Talent with it or something.
Right. You
Right.
know. Fuck that. Bring it to Upside Down Studios so we can make some shit.
Patreon!
make some money.
Patreon
No.
fans!
No, there's bestiality laws, guys.
Yeah, no.
Animal abuse
Yeah,
laws.
yeah, no.
Listen, if the goddamn dog is doing it, it's goddamn so.
Yeah, how would that work?
We'd still be capturing and distributing the media.
Nah, I got me there.
I'm not gonna subject one of my fucking dogs to that.
No, he's
type-
subjecting it to himself. We're just
but-
putting it on the internet.
Right, we're saying if you had a ring camera and you're in the room with it, and the dog
If you just
of his
throw a
own
little peanut
volition
butter on
walked
there.
up, no peanut butter. The dog of its own volition walked up and turned it on, then had the wherewithal to line itself up properly to the machine and mount it properly, and you happen to catch it on a ring camera. That's what we're talking about.
Fuck that.
But we would still be guilty of distributing that media.
Yes,
Fuck that. The dog never said no.
it can't.
Whoa.
Because
That is
well,
my
then-
story.
That sounds like a Me Too issue.
Time
Right,
out.
because then all you got to do is knock somebody out. And you can just say,
No.
well, they didn't say no, motherfucker.
Time
Well,
out,
apparently
time out,
we're
time
Hit him
out.
with a dildo.
Hold on. We have another issue to deal with here. If
Ah,
the dog could say no, we're just gonna have the dog fucking talk more and make money from that instead of watching it fuck
And then-
itself.
Then the dog's gonna be doing talk
Bro,
shows. They try
you
to get
really
me to
think-
suck a dick on
Listen
the
to me.
damn
Do
toy.
you really think that this society will pay more money to listen to an actual live dog talk or watch that said same dog fuck itself?
I think they would have it.
I
talk
wanna
and
know-
then
I-
pay more afterwards.
OnlyFans just had posted a profit of $6.6
They would watch the dog fuck itself.
I
million
wanna know.
dollars.
One time to go, God damn, I can't believe it pulled that off.
I wanna
After
know-
that, they wouldn't do
Then
it
they
anymore.
watch the interviews in the fucking podcast of the dog talking about sucking that dick.
I want to know how we got to the dog fucking itself.
Talk
We
to
was
Marco.
talking about a dog fucking a pocket
Jared
pussy.
just came out with a
Like-
whole production like you was Spielberg and shit.
And, God.
Now, if we set it up and the dog comes over this way, and it just so happens it's right, real good. If you just
No, you can't have any. You can have no signs of premeditation.
No, we can't use peanut butter. What's that other stuff called? Nutella. Rub
Nutella.
Nutella on it.
That's still illegal.
Yeah.
Loophole.
It's illegal all the way around.
That's what I said, though.
I think Greg wants
Why
to
don't you
meet-
play the tape all the way through where I said we'd still be guilty of distributing the media?
And Greg wants to meet to the dog.
No, that was Greg's issue.
Well, fuck it.
Well,
Never,
consent
just
of
never
being-
mind.
Greg's like,
Never
hey,
mind.
you just give him 3 Benadryl. Wait for 3 minutes.
Greg's the
Just
Bill.
call me Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's the Bill Cosby of bestiality.
Fucking hate you guys. Yep, still hate you.
Still hate every one of you.
Yeah, you still invite us all to your house all the time.
Only once every year and a half.
Know your fucking boundaries.
This don't happen often for a reason.
Tis the season.
Hey, right in about another half hour or so.
Yeah, it'll be kicked the fuck
Greg's,
out.
we're gonna be leaving, and Greg's gonna go. Thank God.
Tear it all down. Get ready for next year.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't, bitch. Been a good time, that's for sure.
yeah. It's been a typical SNG stuff. We have covered a very wide range of topics, from slapsticky to very serious.
Yeah,
Not even serious because
we
it's
went
all
from-
bullshit.
we went from Bibles to dogs fucking themselves with the fucking machine.
Right to why we don't need government, and like the
I-
moral implications
love-
of the murder of the death penalty.
Don't be cannibalism.
I
We had
love-
cannibalism. in
We
there,
never
too.
did finish the cannibalism conversation.
All right, so listen. Here's what I got so far. All right.
Oh,
For
God.
years, what did I always say? No political bullshit, no religion shit, right?
That's all we talk about.
Listen,
Always
the
on.
beginning of this show, the first 15 minutes, we hurry up and got
And
it.
the first 3,
No, it was
Mr.
15.
Trump.
No, we got the religion out of the way in the first 15 minutes, and we have yet to go back and talk about it again.
Yeah.
But like I said, we got that shit out of the way in the first 15 minutes of fucking show, and
And now we're talking about dog cock.
right, we're getting sued over a dog putting his dick in a goddamn.
No, we're not because we're
Bible.
not doing it.
No, the dog's not fucking
Dude,
the pocket
alright.
Do
pussy.
you think?
Whatever.
Do you think a dog knot would get stuck in a fleshlight like it does in a female?
Does it actually get stuck?
Oh yeah, yeah.
In a female dog, yeah. That's why.
Oh,
That's why
I don't know. I've never bred dogs. I mean, I've heard that, but you hear shit all the time that ain't real.
Well-
And I've never cared to know because it doesn't affect my
Dude.
daily life.
You ever you haven't watched a white woman freak out until you have 2 dachshunds stuck together and she don't know.
And
what
when
the
they
fuck
say
to do.
when they say they get stuck together,
Yeah, like
they
butt to
get
butt,
stuck
you see 'em-
Yeah,
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 see
they're
two
like
dogs stuck together, butt to butt.
they're going opposite directions.
That's the knot. That's the dog knot. They're
Yeah.
stuck.
And that's cock control. Can you imagine your dick just going, just total opposite direction, just, and it's stuck there.
Hey,
And
I've
dude,
seen
my poor
videos
dog
of
was-
guys getting sucked off that way.
Yeah, but they were.
Yeah, but listen to
It's
here.
like a
listen
drastic-
Wait.
Yeah.
Ah.
Listen though. Listen.
It's like-
There's some.
That shit hurts.
Wait, I know. Listen to
My
the.
poor
Listen.
Mufasa, oh my god.
Listen though. Listen. Like, okay, dude.
And I'm spraying
Like-
him down with cold water. And
Like human dude, when you're erect, that thing's kind of, it's a 90-degree angle. So if it swings one way
yeah,
or
and
the other,
Ow.
a dog's
No, no,
already
no,
at an angle one way. If
No.
it goes all the way the other way, that's
No, we're
totally
talking-
different.
We're talking. You're this way, right? As a human, and when all this situation goes on, you're
Yeah, it's the opposite now.
Correct.
Like-
but what I'm saying is, as a
like
human,
this
as a
shaft
hu-
is touching the asshole.
bro. But what I'm saying is, as a human, like yours is hinged differently way back here, right? Your hinge is way back here.
Uh-huh.
A dog's cock is already angled one way. Its hinge doesn't work exactly, and it's
Yeah, so
got the
now you know
it's
the
got the
pain that
tether.
we're talking
Like-
about. My poor dog went through.
right. That's what I'm saying.
They were
Like,
brown-eyed
I'm
to
like,
brown-eyed,
holy
dude.
shit, man! That
Dude.
thing's already like.
Dude, I was
It's in a
I'm
missile
carrying
launcher
these
already
little weenie
already
dogs, like,
targeted in a direction. And
running
now
to the
you're
bathroom, showering him off in cold water, hoping his dick can go down. Dude, yeah. And then my old lady at the time. Oh my god.
3 fingers down each dog's throat. As soon as they can't breathe, they'll figure a way to unlock themselves.
No, that's not like
That's
that.
not how that works.
That's not like that.
It's not a thing that the dog
You
is
might make you
constantly
a
doing.
little bit better to associate him a little.
Yeah. a thing that the dog is consciously doing.
Yeah.
He has to wait
It's
for
not
the
like
erection to subside.
I'm
And it
just saying, I
unswells.
think there's something in nature that's gonna tell the dog when he can't
Dude, I'm
fucking breathe
breathing
that his
formal
dick needs
fox
to
on
go
the
down.
nuts, you know, thinking, you know.
That's different. It's not a life or death situation.
Well, actually, no, because the whole physiological purpose of doing that is so another male can't come along and do it as well. So he guarantees his progeny. It like allows the semen to do what it needs to do,
Yeah, it's
and
totally-
then he can relax. Then he eventually releases, and the deed's done. The next dog that pops up is not going to be the father.
Right.
But that's why it happens.
Don't make it no better.
No, it don't make it any better, but there's already physiological purpose for it. So choking the dog isn't gonna make it any better.
It makes
How do
it-
you know? Have you tried?
Now I gotta go choke a dog. I'll be going to a dog breeder going, oh, they just finished copulating? Which one's the male?
Look like Homer Simpson.
Give me the one with the nice fat neck.
And I don't want to work hard. Give me like a chihuahua.
Or Yorkie or something. Yeah, you don't want to have to fuck.
I don't want to, well, I can only use one hand because I'm gonna have to have the other one wrapped around my dick.
Yeah,
Right.
gotta do
Connie Hughes is like an English mastiff.
Poor Chihuahua's head's just gonna pop off like a dandelion. And I'm like, oh yeah, the fucking jail.
No, I can't.
Oh my
It can't be an
God.
English Mastiff because then I would just be completely emasculated.
Scotty's up there trying to put a rear naked choke on a Rottweiler. Woof.
Right, and the dog's just like harder.
Harder, you little bitch.
Oh shit.
Squeeze until you hear me rasping.
You gonna make me come from
That made me think of the text me and Greg were sending each other earlier.
Oh, dude, that
I
shit was
sent him a
hilarious.
fucking reel. He goes, I sent you that months ago. He's like, I see where our friendship is. Dead in the ditch like a cheap hooker. And I'm just like, stop talking about things I love. I'd use that dead hooker more than I use your fucking meme. And then we went out a little bit further and he goes, see? Dead hooker. And I was like, stop, Greg. My dick can't get any harder. Like,
Bro, I always used to walk around when I worked at one of the repair shops.
hooker?
No, I'd walk in the back. When all the guys,
and you didn't share?
when all the guys would piss me off,
That's horse shit.
I'd walk in the back, like I'd be holding one of the clipboards or something, and I'd be shaking my head, and I'd just look at him and go, you know, it's nights like this why you just stop off on the way home, pick up a hooker, pay her an extra $20, choke the fuck out of her, pits on her, go home. They'd be like looking at me like, he might be eerie. Like, bro, I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, you have a bad day.
I think we need to call
If you're
911.
having a bad day before you go home,
That's how you met Joyce.
if you're having a bad day before you go home, take it out on the old lady. Stop on the way home, pick up a hooker, choke her a little bit, drop her off, go home.
That was Joyce's idea.
I'm like, no, fuck her, just choke her.
Well, no, you see what you got to do is you got to go check the live traps.
Totally
Set up-
consensual, because trust me, there's ones out there that'll
Check
let
the
you.
live
You
track.
gotta go check the live traps you set up around the park 2 days prior. Eventually, you'll
What are
find
you
one.
baiting with crack cocaine?
No, you bait it with fucking.
No, you know,
you
it's got-
bait it with
it's got
acorns.
squirrels.
You,
It's got
yeah.
Oh, squirrels! Oh, I thought we were talking about
Squirrels.
choking hookers.
Squirrels make
You know,
Squirrels come out the
Just
woods.
at the trap.
Get the
You
squirrels.
put a little
stuck
nickel.
on
You put a little nickel rock under a little fucking under a deadfall trap. Says Acme on the side.
No, because then you have to. You see, but because then you gotta put sensors on it if you do that. Because if you don't get to the body while it's still warm, it's useless.
Yeah, you got a good point. They
But you throw a handful of acorns in a live trap, you get yourself a squirrel, you wrangle that little bastard in. That's a perfect fleshlight. But you can only use it once, so you're always resetting trap. It's a pain in the ass.
You said it all in one big.
Hey, you know, if she gets a little cold, all you got to do is put her
family.
in a warm bath for a little while.
Then I gotta take her home. I gotta
No.
wipe the kids.
Oh, you drop her in a quarry or something. What the fuck are you talking about?
Warm bath. Where am I getting a warm bath?
You're home.
Where am I getting a warm bath for this dead cold body?
In the Wagon Wheel Motel.
Now
Do
you're
I have money?
Now you're making.
Yes.
No.
You're putting a dead body.
Got Wagon Wheel Motel money.
You
You can charge. They
If
charge
I-
by an hour.
If I had Wagon Wheel Hotel money, I'd just buy the hooker.
That's what I said to do. I thought that's what we were talking about.
No, I'm talking about how to get this shit happening for free.
Well, that's how you have Wagon
I
Wheel
have a
money.
live trap.
That's how you-
Acorns fall off of trees. Squirrels are everywhere.
That's how you have the Wagon Wheel money. Is you save the money from buying the hooker and trap one.
I'm trying to do this for free, Jared. That's why we have squirrels. It's why God invented squirrels.
But we need
Hey,
squirrels.
let me ask you this though.
Don't even
Scotty.
plant trees. I
Scotty.
can make that happen in my
Scotty.
free time.
Okay, Johnny Appleseed, what do you do in your free time now?
Fuck squirrels.
Okay, well then you ain't planting no trees.
Yeah, but I gotta ask you: do you fuck the red squirrels or the black squirrels?
Gray squirrel?
Oh,
Oh, you don't give a fuck.
well, actually,
The gray squirrels are elderly, aren't they?
no. They're just that color. Actually, you kind of want to go with the gray
Little
squirrels because
fox.
there's more mass there. The little ones, you catch a rib on your dick, it scrapes. It's
Yeah, the
terrible.
black ones don't like it in their mouth.
I ain't going near them teeth because they're live while I'm doing it. They're not when I'm done, but
No, they're inside out.
yeah.
They're full.
He said, yeah.
You know what the best part is? Anybody who listens to this section of this episode doesn't know us. So probably like 90% of our viewership is that man has a lot of information about how to farm squirrels.
They're thinking, am I an accomplice? Are they
Is he
friends?
legitimate? Maybe.
Oh,
Y'all don't know what I'm doing in the woods with my free time.
nor do I care to.
Yeah, we
Oh,
do
no.
when we smell your finger.
Scotty's finger smells like blood and acorns. That's terrible.
That is terrible.
Ass and acorns.
Blood.
I'm trying to figure out why I hang out with y'all.
'Cause we're the only ones who will hang out. 'Cause we're the only ones who will hang out with you.
It's the ass, bro.
No, not really. No.
For any length of time, your other friends left.
Without ulterior motives.
One of them's related to you, and he still said, fuck you.
Yeah, Karen took her.
Well, yeah, Karen took him out.
Okay, I'll give you
She
that.
was like, come on, Ralph, we gotta go to Waffle House. I need a manager to yell at.
Damn. What did I miss that had you going off?
Listen, here's the
What
best
in
part.
the fuck did I miss?
All right, so listen, here's the best part. All right, so
Her name's not even Karen.
yeah,
I know. That's why I'm like, what did I miss?
the best part is Marco.
And she's really cool people.
Yeah.
She is. That's why I'm trying to figure out what in the fuck I missed.
We all make fun of each other. The people we like, we make more
Okay,
fun
so that's
of.
all this is. It's not an actual.
Right, right.
What
right.
got her the nickname? What snafu did she do?
Marco
Yes,
called
has
Karen
it.
She
when
had to make
walked
some
in.
comment that
I
was
was
funny.
talking to
But
Kenya.
could have been taken.
No,
you know,
no,
like something had to set it
I'll
up.
say it again since you didn't hear me the first time. Marco is what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Explain,
didn't
Marco.
hear you the first.
Explain
I
the
was-
situation.
I was
Thank
talking
you,
to
Greg.
Kenya and her friend here, and out of nowhere, she just butted in, like from right around the corner with her face, just butted into the conversation, like white splaining something.
To Kenya.
And yeah, to Kenya. And I was like, wait a minute, Karen, take your ass back around the curtain.
And I have been doing nothing but Karen jokes.
Yeah, it's been, yeah, it's just,
I really hope she understands that.
No,
you
no.
guys
See,
like
all right,
her.
I'm gonna cut you off right there. I gave her fair warning.
Okay, then enough said.
Fair warning.
Oh,
like
come on now.
like Marco-
Everybody gets fair warning about me.
now, listen. Now, like Marco came up and hung out for I think it was New Year's Eve last year
oh, yeah,
over at Ralph's house,
yeah.
and she was there, and I fair warned
I
her
think I-
before Marco showed up. I said, "Listen, you're gonna
went
meet
for
Marco. Marco is
I'm that friend you gotta warn people about.
I'm worse than you.
right." So, and then I turned around and I told her that
How
night.
am I
that's
the nicest and most well-behaved friend of the group?
But that night, I even told her, I said, all right, so listen,
I'm
there's
an
two
ass.
more people in the group that you have to meet. That when you meet them, you either feel right at home or you are going to feel probably the most
Awkward.
uncomfortable that you have ever felt in your fucking life.
Yep.
Well,
Here we are.
How you doing?
Right, you either understand that I talk a whole lot of shit and don't mean a fucking bit of it, or you hate me.
I mean, at least 13% of it.
I'm gonna go with 7.
Yeah, I'm 98. I'm 98.
Oh, I didn't say
No,
if I
that's
was,
Jared.
I didn't say if it was 7%
Mine
I
depend-
don't mean it or 7% I do.
I guess depends on what mood I wake up in that day.
I'm always in a mood.
If Joy slapped me this morning, fuck you.
I couldn't eat my Cocoa Puffs before they got soggy. My day is ruined.
Bro, I don't eat that shit.
I got blown this morning. How you doing today? Bless you. You have a blessed day. You have a blessed day. How you doing, little
I had a
man?
customer at a funeral the other day look at me and say, "Bless your heart." And I looked back at her and said, "Ma'am, my family's from the South. I know what that really means." And she went, "Ooh," and walked off.
She said you were a little tardy.
No.
Bless your heart.
Yeah.
No, bless your heart.
No, he's just.
I was like, "Don't play that shit with me. I know what the fuck that means. You're gonna call me a name. Call me a fucking name." Like,
She did. She said, "Bless your heart."
yeah, but that's Southern speak for we don't want to call you a fucking moron.
No, she called you tardy. A little bit of tart. Just a little
Yeah,
bit.
fucking moron.
Handyman to the rescue.
The handyman can.
Hey, never underestimate the power of the handicap.
I love
Handyman was the shit, dude. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was.
You don't remember? No, Scott, I keep forgetting Scott was a lot younger.
Yeah.
The handyman was on part of the In Living Color show, the Wayans show.
Oh, I didn't like it. Living Color.
He was a
What?
fucking handicapped
I couldn't.
superhero.
Something about it just bugged me. I didn't like it. I tried. I tried as a kid to watch Living Color. I tried as an adult to watch Living Color. I just.
Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie. There's even some
It's like
old
Matt.
school that's good, like with people that I liked back in the day from Saturday Night Live that I've gone back and watched now that I'm like,
Ugh.
whoa, yeah, like
Ugh. Like this did not age
Hey,
well.
there's a lot of stuff that I've gone
Handyman
back.
don't
It's
ever
not
get
like I
old, though.
remember it.
Like,
Oh, dude, there's movies pop up on all the streaming services,
Yep.
and I'm like, oh my god, I haven't seen it since I was like, like the '90s, and I put it on, and I make it 10 minutes in, and I'm like, why the fuck did I like?
Bro, I'm like, fuck
Dude,
this.
yeah.
Did you
I'm gonna
ever
go watch
see the
Penguins
first
of Madagascar.
episode of Sanford and Son?
Yeah.
The first pilot episode. If you watch that now, you're like, how the fuck was I watching this? Dude, it was
I don't know, because I still like All in the Family.
I love
it
All
was,
in the
it
Family.
was more of Lamont just treating an old man like shit. Like, it wasn't even no comedy to it. I mean,
Oh.
it had like a dark tone to it. It was sad. It
Racist
was
comment.
like, it was just, yeah, it was. Oh, I love it. But
Yeah, leave it to the guy who looks like he's in the Aryan Brotherhood to pick all those out.
But yeah, it had a real like I didn't want to watch the second episode. I'm like, what the fuck happened to the old black man yelling at Elizabeth that he's coming to join you?
The
Or
only
him making
thing I
fun
can
of the
remember.
Mexican dude, but the Puerto Rican dude
Yeah.
about the mofongo.
That's the only thing I can remember from Sanford and Son was when he met Puerto Rican guy, and he goes, buenos dias, senor. Peace and peace to you too. Only thing I can remember, and I'm coming, Elizabeth.
When he brought his goat over to
Nope.
the Fred's house.
No,
Yep.
That's the only thing I can remember is those two things.
Always call Lamont dummy.
You big dummy.
Big Elizabeth,
Dummy.
I'm coming to join you, honey.
Oh, this is the big one.
You ever listen to Red Fox's original comedy?
Oh my god,
On
he's
the fucking,
hilarious.
oh my
Yeah.
dirty
We ain't talking
shit,
about
too.
making love. We talking about fucking.
The story about the chick with the wooden eye and the mouth that was cut sideways. You ever hear?
No, you heard that one.
He said there was a dude. He had a wooden eye, and he was out at the bar and he was looking to pick up some pussy, and there was a woman sitting there drinking, and her mouth was cut this way, and
Like a hair lip?
no, just instead of going this
Oh,
way, it was
okay.
going this way. So he picked her up. They going out and everything. They start making out, and he was like, "You love me, or will you marry me?" He said, "Wouldn't I? Wouldn't I?" He looked at her. He was like, "Pussy face." But
I'm sure it was way funnier
Yeah, it
when it
was
was
a lot
told
funnier.
correctly.
yeah, it was,
Yeah.
but
At least I hope so.
Elizabeth, your pussy face, bitch. I'm coming to join it. But yeah, I mean, dude,
Bro,
my
some of
mom
the-
had them old records, man.
Some of the best conversations on TV were between fucking Archie Bunker and
George Jefferson.
And George Jefferson.
Oh no, that's the
Fucking A.
that is one of the greatest arcs in television history because when George Jefferson first came on All in the Family, they were both racist as fuck
Yep.
to each other, and then by the end of it, they were best friends talking shit about the rest of the neighbors.
Yep.
Yep.
I remember the Archie Bunker, and it was a big thing at that time, where he found out that one of his partners or friends was gay, and they were at the bar, and a dude came out to Archie, and because Archie was making fun of gay people, and he was like, Archie, I am a pansy. And it just got all like the background noise from the crowd. That
they used that canned. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, that's old school shit.
Right, but
And then Archie accepted him.
Yeah.
right. See, that's what I'm saying. You missed that. I don't see that element in really anything that's on TV today. I've watched a couple of I guess podcasts or whatever with some music guys, and one of them was I watched some really good interviews with Ice-T, and somebody brought up a good point, and it made me like go back and think about hip hop and rap from the 90s, 80s, 90s when we were coming up, and what you hear now, and they said you take an Ice-T song, and in the first verse he's rapping about the lifestyle. In the second verse, he's rapping about something bad that happened because of that lifestyle. By the third verse, he's telling you what can happen if you get out of that fucking lifestyle.
Yeah.
And there's none of that.
Oh, now it's just eating ass.
And taking pills.
And money and bitches and
right.
cars and what do I have and
bro.
Yeah.
And then I watched something with Ice Cube, and Cube said something. He goes, "You need research. You need to look at these companies." Because the same people that own these record labels that are pushing these fucking rappers now are big time players and owners in the private prison system.
Yep. Well, they know where their money's at.
So they're creating. He just literally said on social engineering.
They're creating their clientele.
Correct.
Oh, since we're talking about music, I have news. Chris Cornell is still dead.
I fucking knew it.
I mean, not that he's still dead, but I can't believe he resurrected that motherfucker.
Wait a minute. Can we get some s'mores?
Some s'mores?
Sports.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Okay, the Ravens are atop of the AFC North. Other than that,
No, I think there's a reason.
other than that, I don't give a
No.
fuck.
You don't remember?
Nope. None of us do. Moving on.
No, I vaguely remember, but I don't remember.
I mean, I remember there was something, but I don't remember what it was.
They did some shit sometime somewhere. No.
Oh, I got you, buddy. Hold on. I got you. Ready, Marco? And now Marco with the weather.
Clean hole.
Oh God.
There's a forecast for a little bit of tardy.
Bless your heart.
Bless your clean heart, child.
Tongue punching the fart bomb.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's all kind of.
No, it's come
Food
full circle.
poisoning.
It's come full circle now because that was one of our first episode. Was that poor 67-year-old man who just wanted somebody to tongue punch his fart box on his clean hole?
That really.
So he didn't give you Sally Manelli.
Wowzers.
And now here we are, all these years later, still talking about licking assholes.
With Ebola.
Maybe we were to start of that shit.
Get the.
I really hope not.
It would not faze me one bit to understand that we were.
But
So
you know
I
what?
really
Later
regret
on,
that.
Like 2 years later, after the whole time, maybe 3
We're
years
responsible
later.
for the world's pink eye
Oh.
epidemic.
You are welcome.
I was arguing with somebody from the UK, and he said something about tongue punching a fart box.
I've said that
And
since the 90s.
it reminisced, but I've heard us say it. Nobody outside of us. I've heard that.
Oh, I've heard it all over.
Oh, dude.
It did die down, and you didn't hear shit like that
okay,
for a while.
So I would
But like,
like,
I still say rad. I still say like.
I would just like to take this opportunity. While Marco is one of the most extreme of us, he's not at the same time when it comes to nomenclature and weird shit.
Oh.
I don't know the words for shit. I just do it.
Words are hard. We understand your education level is about
Yeah,
third grade.
yeah, exactly. And the sad thing is,
You're
my-
welcome.
Marco still reads out loud.
My education level is still smarter than most people.
Education has nothing to do with intelligence,
No,
brother
it does
man.
not.
Fucking A.
And both of you, both
But it
those
does
things for
fuck
you
up your phonics. It fucks up your phonics something terrible.
Just still don't get pissed just because I know how to enunciate. It's not my fault. My parents. Not my fault. My parents sent me to good schools.
I still remember the time one show we were having where Marco was trying to use his talk to text, and he
I'll
was
still be arguing with that cunt. Fuck that cunt.
screaming at his phone, going, "This technology doesn't fucking work. It's fucking broken. It's fucking bullshit." I said, "Give me your phone." And he handed it to me, and I hit the button, and I just talked succinctly and enunciated, and then I handed it back to him, and it was perfect. And I said, "So maybe it's just
It's
you
culturally biased.
Maybe
Culturally biased.
maybe it's just you screaming at the top of your lungs and slurring half
I'm
your
Puerto
words."
Rican. That's what we do.
Bro, you know the
Go
best
talk
part
to
of that
my mama.
story, though? You know the absolute best part of that story, Scotty, is that you use the word succinctly.
Correctly at that.
Right? Like,
I know big words.
Culturally biased.
how's that culturally biased?
You're the whitest of all four of us.
I don't know about
That's
all
pretty.
that.
That's pretty bad when you said all four of us, which included me.
You're a fucking android.
See?
Yeah, you scream colonizer. I know you were enslaved.
I'm kind of one of those nomadic
I feel like you
barbarian
were
types.
like
We may have conquered people, but we didn't stay long. We moved on.
My heritage is Northern Ireland. What do you think the Vikings showed up? They colonized us.
That's why I think it's
Yeah,
funny.
but
Look,
like
you see
you're a little
people,
Viking
you
in
see
you.
people sending their shit off to that fucking DNA thing coming back. They're like, I'm 3% Viking. Like that. First of all, that doesn't mean shit except like somewhere in your ancestry they landed on one of your shores and they raped the fuck out of your fucking great grandma.
Yeah, it ain't something to be proud of.
Right? Like that doesn't make
somebody
you.
named
That
Bjorn.
doesn't, right?
Now-
That doesn't make you a
Now, there
fucking
was-
Viking,
No,
dog.
it depends on where we're talking about, because there was some spots they just showed up for trade and never left.
Okay, that's true too. But let's be realistic in this. I mean, like,
Like if we're,
it doesn't make you a fucking Viking.
No, it doesn't make you.
Yeah,
There's not even a Viking alive anymore. Period.
Bjorn pig fucked the hell
I
out
don't
of
know,
your
man.
Irish
I
grandma.
don't know. You seen him in a Marth.
Well, but they're not. But they ain't getting in longboats and pillaging. They just come from Norway.
I know. They're just, yeah.
They have Viking DNA.
They
They have
big
Viking
white people.
heritage, but they ain't Vikings.
Right.
Like when they go to get food, they get in the car. They don't have to get in a longboat and row for 3 days to
No, everybody
pillage
at their
the
show
fucking
does it for 'em.
Saxons.
Yep. You're right.
The only people rowing anymore are the people in the pit at their shows.
Right.
Yeah,
We've showed you the video.
yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it.
See, that's why your phone can't fucking understand you. Right there. I seen it.
I seen it.
Well, bless
And then-
your heart.
And then he looks at his phone to see what it says, and it says, "I saw breasts.
What?
I have observed breasts."
Breasticles.
No, not at all. Fuck you and that phone.
Fuck you and that.
Fuck the phone's opinion.
Phones don't have opinions.
Yeah, apparently it does. It talks to your ass.
It's not an opinion. It can just understand what his cracker ass is saying.
Yeah, whatever.
I prefer.
Like I
hunky,
said-
thank you very much.
Okay, it's hunky ass.
Thank you.
Colonizer.
No, that's Greg.
No, he's got German heritage. He's just shitty at winning wars.
Got your Gestapo face.
Bro.
Don't ever just cut the mustache from here to here.
Bro, you gotta do a straight Hitler mustache, but keep the goatee long.
It's okay. I'm bringing it back.
Bring it back. Like,
How-
what is that, Clerks 2? What is that, Clerks 2?
I'm
Pork
getting
monkey.
a Hitler
You can't say
back.
that. I'm bringing it back.
It's okay. I'm taking it back.
It's okay. I'm bringing it back.
He's taking it back. He's taking it back.
I'm taking it back.
He's like, well, my grandma used to call this stuff all the time. Your grandma was racist. I hate to tell you this, Randall.
Bro, you know what? I don't know. I don't think I've told you guys this, but I had an uncle growing up that had two fucking Labrador retrievers. One was a black lab. One was, you know, how you can have a white one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like blonde.
Why was
No, it was
so
white.
hard to
Oh.
say white?
No, because they don't call them white labs. You know what I mean? Like they're colored that way, but they're not called white labs.
Yeah.
I don't know why. They're just not. But anywho, whatever. Or at
Arrogant
least they
in
weren't
my
that. Anyways, we were over at his house. We were visiting. I was a kid. And next thing I know, man, he's calling the dogs, and the fucking dogs' names were Sugar and Nigger, and I almost died.
Wow, why did you even buy that dog?
Like, I was like, what in the fuck, bro?
So what would a puppy's name be?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. But I was like, what the fuck just happened? I seriously was like, what in the fuck just happened? And this was like in the late 80s even. And I still was like,
Just shook.
what the fuck just happened? Like,
Whenever
I've had this conversation with people before. Like, our generation, we simultaneously could judge you and not give a fuck at the same time.
Oh yeah.
But our generation truly, like, I don't ever remember looking at anything and being like, that's a black kid, or that's a black lady, or that's a white lady. I just, you know what I mean? Like,
Where's people?
cartoon, like, I don't think anyone, I think we were like the least racist and probably most accepting generation even till now.
Well, now
People
they're
have
taught that's the way of thinking.
People have weaponized all the bullshit. Like, listen, literally think back. Sure, there were small groups and pockets, and they were mostly the same that you have today, the evangelicals and shit like that. But really, did we really have like a whole lot of fucking issues with, like, when somebody came out in your school or your town, did anybody really give a fuck?
Oh, no.
Right.
Maybe they
Did
didn't
anybody,
get-
at least anybody at school, did any of the peers?
No.
No.
I mean, again, maybe you had
I-
your one or two,
I had-
like, depending
I
on
had-
how big your school was,
I
but
got-
like,
I got a buddy I went to high school with, and I knew him all 4 years of high school, and then we graduated. I saw him out at Mill Creek Park the one day, and he'd come up and he gave me a big hug, and we're bullshitting because I had seen him in fucking like 5-6 years. He goes, "Hey man, I came out the closet. I just want to let you know I'm gay." And I'm like, "Dude, we knew
We
back
knew.
then."
Yeah.
we don't give a fuck.
And he goes, "Well, how'd you know?" I'm like, "Because every hot bitch in that school was throwing themselves at you, and you wanted nothing." to
Right,
do
yeah,
with
you
it."
put on a purity ring.
No, he was just
Right.
he was a rave kid.
Oh,
He was the rave kid getting like cheerleader pussy thrown at him,
he's like, no, thank
not tagging none of it,
you. No, thank you.
and like it was like, oh, he must be gay,
That or
and
Jehovah's
nobody
Witness.
gave a fuck. We were still
But
friends.
that's what I'm saying.
No,
Nobody,
because we knew who the Jehovah's
Nobody
Witnesses were, and we judged him the fuck accordingly.
nobody cared, and nobody, like, I remember, like, I don't remember there being an issue, and I will admit that
No, we called
My
people
last-
faggots because
my-
they were being
by the time-
faggot, not because
by
they
the-
were gay.
no, that's not what I'm going. By the time I made it to high school, I was in more affluent areas, and they were more predominantly white. When I was younger, that certainly was not the case. But by high school, it was. And that was just due to, you know, my dad and mom both working their
Yeah,
asses
dude.
off and, you know,
Due
moving up the
to.
ladders. But still, there were some. It wasn't like exclusive or anything like that, but we had black kids. We had like all different. We had English as second language kids. You know, we had all kinds of stuff. But I don't remember there ever being a fucking issue.
Well, I also,
They were just accepted.
right.
Like there wasn't a fucking issue, and now everything's an issue. Nothing was ever an issue when I was in school,
No.
unless you were a douche.
Yeah.
If you were a douche, nobody liked you. Even the cliques back when we were in school, like I wasn't part of certain cliques, but like even at parties, like you talk to each other. You might not socialize a lot together. You might not hang out every day at lunch, but like at football games, people like talk to each other in between the social cliques, and you know, at different things. Like it wasn't like.
They weren't banging.
No, definitely not. And it wasn't even like as bad as it was in 90s movies.
See.
90s movies like exaggerated it,
Yeah.
but I didn't
Well,
experience that.
But that's just the media because you have to.
Right.
exaggerate it.
I didn't
But,
experience that
well, it's like-
in
well,
anywhere I
See,
was.
my generation, I did experience it.
You're
but-
younger. You're about.
Well, not openly. It wasn't something you went and fucking preached about. It wasn't something you yelled across the fucking cafeteria at somebody. It was something you leaned over and whispered to your friend, like, "You see this motherfucker over here?" You know, it was like nobody was
Had enough
openly
humility.
prejudiced.
I didn't.
Nobody was open, but it was there. it was definitely there. Not horribly widespread, and it wasn't people taking up issue with non-issues like there is today. But it was like the shit existed, and like,
And I'm sure it did where
Yeah.
I was, but it was not prevalent in any way.
yeah, it was
Like we had all kinds of.
like I distinctly remember it being relevant but not open.
Now my wife will have a completely different would have a completely different viewpoint because she went to a school in close to south of Annapolis, close to mid-southern Maryland, which is well into, old South territory. And they had completely different.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, my dad.
Now she wasn't that way,
Well, it's like,
but
here's your good example. My dad in Alabama lives one town over from a sundown town to this day.
We live one town over from sundown town. Well, Greg does. Now's is a sundown town, dude.
The fuck it is.
Look it up. I thought it was bullshit, dude.
No. When I say sundown, I mean they still practice it.
The signs are still up on the edge of fucking.
Yeah,
now.
but if you go, if we went down to the fucking restaurant in front of the mall, I guarantee it'd be black people. Guess what?
Oh
There's
yeah,
guns down.
of course.
But I'm talking Coleman, Alabama. If you're a truck driver, they will fuck with you if you spend the night.
Really?
Yeah. Like, it's still a thing there. Like I've seen videos, like I saw a TikTok, there was a guy delivering to a Dollar General. He was out of hours, and he had just unloaded. And the cashier told him, "Sweetie, you got to go about 10 miles down the road because they're going to come fuck with you tonight." And he just goes, "It's okay. I got he goes, "I got 10 friends. I'll be fine." He had 44 in the fucking cab. He's like, "Come fucking bother me." It's like, no, that's not how that works, man. Like,
not at
not
all.
at all.
All right, so we
But-
got about 10 minutes left.
But to end that video, somebody did fuck with him. He pulled the curtain back. They saw his pistol, and then nobody fucked with him the rest of the night. Because there was another video the next morning. Because he couldn't drive no more. So it's still a thing that exists in the Deep South.
I don't doubt that it exists in pockets, but I do not believe it's as prevalent as a lot of things on the internet want to make you believe.
God, no. Yes, we have 10
Is all
minutes.
I'm saying.
10-minute warning, Greg?
Yeah, he gave the 10-minute warning,
Tell
which
us
actually
when
Yes,
was a little
sir.
early,
Do what?
which was about a minute and a half too early. But whatever.
About 30 seconds, but yeah, do it. Just because I know how you bitches work.
He must be talking to y'all too.
I can't even see the fucking thing. I'm the
can't,
only one
like-
who cares.
We've had 2 breaks since you said something. The producer couldn't fix it.
Well, I'm not trying to fuck with all that shit right now.
He drunk. Leave him alone.
No, it
The
is.
fuck you're not.
you
The
wanna fuck
you're
with
not.
it-
You're lazy.
I was about to say
You're
you look like a.
Jared and me at the same
I
time.
was about to say you are too. You look like a pug right now, motherfucker.
Stop. From us at SNG Radio, from our family to yours, happy holidays, everybody. This has been SNG 1-year family reunion.
Marco's ready to end it right fucking now.
Yeah, he's done. He
Yeah.
said, fuck that 10 minutes.
Oh, the sun's down. Take your happy ass home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's horrible.
Fucking colonizer. Merry fucking Christmas, everybody.
Hey, colonizing took money. I ain't got nothing. They just brought me along to carry shit.
They just dumped me in
Right.
fucking water when I'm a start.
Oh, shit.
We gonna wrap up here then.
Yep, we can
All
call
right.
it.
Like Marco said, happy holidays. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Scotty. That's Greg. That's Marco. That's Jared. We're out.
Good night, y'all.
Peace.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Festivus for the rest of us.